What's that? Ah. 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 Ooh, we found a collectible card. Look, it's me. Now, crash, 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 crash. No! 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 Where did you go? Sauce egg? Sauce egg, no. Sauce egg, I can't open the freezer. Sauce egg, no! No! Why? How long was that scream? Ah! That was it, I think. Okay, there we go. Ah! Ah! Well, it's unscrewed, so... Ooh! Broom, broom! Look, I'm a car! Vroom, vroom, vroom! Vroom, vroom! Beep, beep! Beep, beep! Well, go get some sleep, and I hope that all of your limbs and eyes are still there when you wake up. He's the baby that smells like death. Run for your life, it's baby stink breath. Mwah. Smaller amount of it. It's the same thing, though. It's like, what? Excuse me, what? No. No! Come on. What? That was not fair! That wasn't fair! I glitched through the trumpet! I glitched through the trumpet! It didn't... Pardon me. And then there's always... Oh, was it? Was that it? Was that it? Was that it? Was that it? I would like to thank all of my fans, all of my friends, my family, my agent, my manager. I would like to thank the Academy for giving me this award for 1,000 burps. This is for you! This isn't for me! This is for you! You made this happen! I was only a small part of it! Without you, I'd be nothing! Hi! Hello! Howdy! And hey there! How we doing, friends? How are we doing today? It is... Friday. Oh, that was a heavy sigh. I felt that. I felt that with my whole chest. That sigh just took over my whole torso. How we doing? Hi, Tessa. Well done again first. Hope you're doing well, my friend. It's so good to see you. And hi, Sailor Adjacent. It's good to see you as well. Nice shit, thank you. It's the Mystery Machine. Have you seen that little video on YouTube that is... it's like a hand-drawn little thing that someone did of Shaggy and Fred getting high? I've seen it multiple times come up, and it's just so... I don't know. It does something to my brain where I have to watch the whole thing at least twice. Like, I'll sit and watch it, and it's just... It's like ASMR. They're whispering, and it's Shaggy, like, like getting him some weed and passing it, sire, and then it's very, I don't know. Sister, I saw it today. It came up again today, and I watched it about 3 times. I don't know why. Something about like the mundane sort of quiet days for Mystery Incorporated. It's just something about that. I don't know. It's interesting. Thank you for all contributing to the ukulele building stream. I know I've not been streaming as much, so it's going to take a while to get there, but we will get there. I am just very tired. I'm just very tired. Like, I'm trying to counter all of the hard work and all of the having to constantly do stuff all the time lately, counteract that with energy drinks. And it's at a point where it's not helping anymore. And it's like I'm just going full energy using and trying to conserve, and I've got nothing. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Yesterday was graduation for all the students. Would you drink the same water as your cat? It's the water. It's well. At what point does it become the water for my cat? It's a good question. Is it? I don't know. It's a question. At what point does it become the water for my cat? Because as it's coming out of the tap, in my mind, I've assigned that to my cat. But if I was to like dip my head under the tap as it's pouring before it goes in their bowl, I would drink that. But as soon as the water goes into their cat bowl, I guess I would like. I would lap it. I guess I probably would. But I probably wouldn't drink it like out of the cat bowl. But it's right there. You can see it there. I wouldn't drink it out of the bowl. Yeah. Hi Ray. Hi my friend. It's good to see you. I mean, like you left a glass of water out and your cat takes a sip. Do you empty the glass or drink it? If I wouldn't, no, I wouldn't drink it. Only because Klaus is a snotty little goblin of a cat, and more saliva and liquids come out of his mouth than go in. Like, if he has just been napping and he comes over and I'm on the sofa, he'll come up and run up onto my chest and he'll put his head right there, and all of a sudden my face will be soaking wet because he'll have a drip that's come out of his mouth or nose, maybe both. And it'll go right down, all the way down, and I'm just like, you're an adorable cat, but this is disgusting, I need to go and have a wash right now. And he does that quite a lot. So, I wouldn't like to drink that. I have to get that off my face immediately, and if that was in my drink, nah, no. What if it's a glass of soda? No, any kind of liquid, no. No, I mean, I love these two, but I am too germophobic for that. I really am. And it wasn't helpful yesterday. So, how am I doing? I'm tired. And yesterday was a very, very, very long day. In very uncomfortable shoes, I might add, as well. My dress fancy shoes. And I had to walk so very far. And I had to stand for so very long. First, I was at a graduation garden party where I was having to hand out leaflets. I say having to. I voluntarily did this because I wanted the yearbooks to go well for the students. And so I decided I'm going to go to the graduation party, hand out QR codes and leaflets to get the students and their parents to send photos from graduation into the yearbook, so that they've got photos from the whole, when they start all the way to the very end. And so it's a great thing for them. And so I was there for so very long, and it was so misty rain to begin with, and then the sun came out, and so I got burned. You can kind of see the line, where is it, that side? Yeah, kind of, you can see with my hairline, it's slightly fainter just above it, and then that's, yeah, you can see it gets lighter, and then, yeah, red again. Gotta say, dads. I think it's just a blanket thing with dads. I don't know what it is. Of a certain age, perhaps, But all of these students graduating, all of the dads were so grumpy. Like, is it just something about dads not enjoying graduation? And they just don't care about it. They were all so unbothered. They didn't want to talk to anyone, do anything. And I'm there saying, oh, congratulations, and, talking to the people, the students that I know and have interacted with. And the parents are just like, oh, okay, all right. Glad to be here, are you? But there was one funny thing with it. There was one student. So I've dealt with a lot of students this past 2 years, and I very, very rarely remember their names. But the ones that went on to lose are just the same. I spent a whole week with these students for the Toulouse trip, and I spent so many months planning the trip with them and everything, and I still can't attribute faces to names anymore because I learned it through that week in Toulouse and then immediately lost it. But one of them was there at the graduation garden party, and she seemed so delighted to see me, and I was like, oh, congratulations, you graduated, great to see you too, walk over. Couldn't remember her name, but she reached her hand out to me, and I wasn't in the zone of socializing. I was in the zone of, I'm here to do a job. I'm here to hand out these leaflets. And so she put her hand out, I think, as a meaningful, oh, it's so, congratulations, and I put a flyer in her hand. I just took a flyer and I put it in her hand and was like, take some photos and pop them on there. And she kind of looked a bit unhappy with that response. So I was like, oh, whoops, sorry. I should have been a bit more. I tried to backtrack and be like, oh, but congratulations. Have you had a good day so far? I tried to backtrack with it all. Wasn't that, didn't play it off that well. But, that was just the morning. And then the afternoon, I was at the graduation ceremony itself, and I don't know who messed up. I don't know who did, but I got there. It was in an official stadium arena that has very high security, and my name was on the list to get inside. And so I thought, oh, good, I did put my name down. I am good to go. So I went upstairs, and no one approached me, and I tried to talk to people staff there, and there was no one really in charge, and I was just kind of stood there I don't know what am I supposed to be doing? I'm here to help marshal the students and stuff. I've got no instructions, no one's spoken to me or anything. I finally found the person in charge, and she said, oh, you're not on my list. Do you want something to do? I'll be back in 20 minutes. Well, she said, I'll be back in 5 minutes. She was back in 20 minutes. And in that time, I was like, should I just go? Should I just leave? Eventually they found me a sort of keep them busy kind of job. A job that I would give to an intern. They had me standing and checking that the students had their name cards with them. And it was such a long ceremony. It took hours. So I was just stood there in uncomfortable shoes for ages, just smiling at these students as they were going off and going to, be snack attendant. Well, that's the thing as well, right? Last year when I did this marshalling, when I volunteered to marshal at graduation, I went there. They had a full buffet. In the staff waiting area, they had a full buffet, loads of snacks and sandwiches and drinks and everything, all for free. This year, a jug of water. So we had a jug of water and some plastic cups, and that's all we got this year. And to top all of it off, so this was volunteering. This is volunteering because my boss asked me to. Because my boss is the one who's in charge for our part of the school for facilitating graduation. He's the one who liaises with the main teams that run graduation to give them lists of student names and stuff. He does all the kind of trivial stuff with that. But everything that he's had to do for graduation, he pawns off on me. I've done so much for graduation, and on the day itself, all he does is sit in the staff waiting area on his laptop. He isn't doing anything. He's just doing his regular work, which isn't even that much. And so he's just sat there doing nothing. And I'm the one up on my feet, running around, sorting things out, fixing things for students, and just interacting with everybody. And today, an email went out, sent out by the secretary of the dean, saying, "Oh, well done, everybody, for making such a great graduation ceremony and gardens and making sure it all went smoothly. A particular thank you to my boss for making all this possible." And I wasn't mentioned anywhere when I was running around doing so much and coordinating other people as well with all of this. It wasn't just me doing work for myself. I was coordinating others to be involved in this graduation work as well. So it's just so frustrating that I do so much work. And I've noticed a thing. I've noticed a thing right now. So I have done so many things this past year in this job. And on many of those occasions, I have been sat on a table with, or just right next to, or in a group conversation with the dean. The previous dean, she knew who I was and who my old colleague was. And she would always smile at us and always thank us for the great work that we were doing whenever she was at an event or anything. And always understood that we were the ones doing the work. And it was just lovely to have that kind of recognition from up high. The current dean, the new one, I went to those award ceremony where I was nominated. I went to that and I was sat one person away from him at the table, and I have organised so many things for him to attend, and I've been there and chatted with him and other people multiple times, and he doesn't even look at me, and it's just frustrating. It's like I'm doing so much, and it's just I don't exist. I don't exist. I'm not expecting anything off him. I'm not expecting, like, you know, for him to put in words for me or anything like that. I just want him to acknowledge that I exist. That's all I want, you know, at this point. So yeah, it's getting very, very tiring. I did see a few of my colleagues yesterday who I have confided in before and told about, like, how absolutely terrible, like, the conditions are for what I'm having to do with work at the moment with my boss, and the amount of work I have to do and the little support and stuff. And I said, like, I don't see any part of this world, like any part of this, like where I'm working in currently, because it's a business school is what it is, and it's like all the higher ups are people involved in, like, economics, logistics, accounting and finance. I don't care about any of those. I mean, I like money. Hey, who doesn't? But I don't care for that kind of environment of people. I like the work I'm doing right now because I'm doing fun stuff. But this can't be the only place in the world where I can be paid to make these fun events and things happen. It can't possibly be this or nothing. So I've got to look into other stuff. And I've said to them that I am going to go for this, like, going into, like, if I can do some kind of, like, amateur dramatics and get into the more world of, like, entertainment and acting stuff and expression and just doing stuff. Even if I'm, like, behind the scenes of stuff, I don't care. I just want to be, like, professional clowning. That is exactly it. I love clowns. I love the concept. They're so fun. And I would definitely play a clown. Woo! Woo! I would have a great time. I would love it. Big red nose, big floppy shoes. I'd have a great time. So I'm definitely, like, what's the point in pushing myself to try and thrive in an environment of sharks, essentially? All these people are like, business, 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 business. And I don't care for that. I don't care for all of the, you know, high opinions of themselves and all of their credentials and all of them having their, oh, I have to wear this robe because I actually graduated from this university 3 times, and I don't care about any of that. I don't care about any of it. So I feel like there's no point in me trying to climb that ladder and end up being like some kind of manager in a place that I hate with people that I don't like. People who share a kind of mindset for like the world is like capitalism. It's all about making money. It's all about marketing. It's all about being in charge and running things your way, and I just hate all of it. I don't want to be a part of it. So I'm gonna try and branch out, stay where I am for the moment, just keep getting that money, keep getting paid, and just try and get into something better because I'm tired. I'm tired of it. Yeah. So there we go. You sound burnt. Thank you. Thank you? Do I? No, I don't know if thank you is the right word for that. But, yeah, never mind. So, yes, I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today because I was literally just lying on the sofa like, I am so tired. But I kind of just want to hang out with my friends. That's what I'm doing here now. I did post another clip. Again, I've been rejected from streaming on TikTok. It's just a running theme now. But I have still posted like clips and stuff onto all of the social media pages. I'm still working through like old clips and stuff because I've got such a catalogue of them now. And I posted just a few moments ago my 1000th burp. And I've recently on Instagram, I've like added a bunch of people who I knew in like high school and stuff who I never really interacted with much, but they were all suggested, and so I was like, yeah, go on, let's just add them all, get some more people on my page, see who's up to what. And 90% of them are at festivals or clubbing or on holiday in tropical places. And then my contribution to the feed is my 1000th burp on the internet. And I just think that's very funny. I know which life I prefer, to be honest. I've lost my message. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. As long as we're all still good for tomorrow. As long as we're all good. As long as everything's fine. I'll have a little double check of the message now, just in case anything I need to know early. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, got it. Perfect plan. Okay. We are so good. Yeah! So, yeah. I haven't really been playing any... I say really, at all. I haven't been playing any Death Stranding outside of the stream this past week or so. Mainly because yesterday I, like, got home and instantly had to go to bed because... Well, I had to go for a shower first, and I had to tend to my poor feet, which had been cut up and just demolished by my shoes. I had to walk home from the train barefoot. I say barefoot, in my socks, because I just could not wear my shoes any longer. And I wasn't going to take my shoes off on the train, because that's, A, inconsiderate of other people, and B, disgusting, because the trains are disgusting. And so I just walked up I walked up the hill without my shoes on because it was just more comfortable than walking in them. Hi Hash! Hi my friendos, good to see you! Everybody make sure you contribute to the community challenge and we'll do ukulele building stream at some point. I'm sorry, I feel like I've got no... I don't know, I feel like I've got no showmanship today. I feel like my eyes feel so heavy. But never mind. I've also found a lot lately. I mean, this is me complaining right now. This is me. We will have to extend it. We absolutely will. I'm sorry, Hush. Thank you for dropping in to see us, though. Thank you. We'll see you soon, Hush. Where I'm working right now, I very, very rarely, if ever, see anybody excited or happy about anything. Might see you later stream for a while. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm very tired, but we'll see what happens. Like, I completely get the British custom of the complaining. I get it. It's a tradition. We all do it, and it's what brings us all together. It's the unified thing that we as the British people all have and we can all relate to, is a good complaining. But I just am tired of working with people who never are happy or excited for anything. And, like, if I was in a vacuum, right, and I was just doing my job, I would find so many little things. I do find many little things that I get very excited about and I get very happy about. Like, if there's a certain event or a certain group of people all going to be hanging out and stuff, I'm like, oh, yeah, this will be great. This will be fun. This will be something that we can all, you know, like, not have to do any work. We all can just relax for a bit. But no one is ever happy about anything. And even though they'll put out emails to say, oh, this will be a great occasion for us all, in conversation with these people, they'll all still say, oh, can't be bothered. Don't have to go to this thing now. Oh, this is going to be so stupid, but we all have to go, I suppose. Oh, I don't want to have to do this big change that's coming up along soon. Oh, it's just going to ruin everything, but whatever. I guess we have to. It's like, oh, can't we all just be like, it's whatever, it's fine. Just carry on. Let's just have a good day today. That's all we can ask for. Have a good day today. Can't control tomorrow. Let's just have a good time now. These are some younger friends. I think so. Yeah, well, I mean, I loved working with my old colleague, but I will say she could complain for the country, like, and it was fun to gossip and stuff. It was a fun time, but it also was still part of that environment of like, I don't want to have to complain all the time because when they're complaining, I can't show enthusiasm for stuff, and I'm an enthusiastic person. That's most of my thing, and I don't like what it's making me be. I don't like having to go to graduation and there's a live band and there's food stalls and everyone's like celebrating a good occasion. But everyone's like, oh, can't believe we had to walk all this way. Oh, the weather's terrible. Oh, but there's nowhere to sit. It's just all these people. I don't know half of them. I don't know why. I don't even know why I'm here. I'm going to be here for another 2 hours and then I have to walk all the way across the city again and then walk back. It's like, why are we doing any of this? Why are any of us doing any of this if you all hate it so much? So yeah, I'm tired. To answer your question from the start of the stream, from 20 minutes ago, I'm tired. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to play a little bit of Death Stranding, I think. I think is what we're going to do. I have mostly just been playing Pokemon the past few days. Thank you for the hug. Thank you. Hi, Tired. I'm Ray. Hi, good to meet you. Tired sounds like a name of a character that could be in Death Stranding. Okay. Right. Let's see what we can do today. Let's have a see. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Let's play some games and have some fun. Shake out that negativity. Let's just have a good time. No, they haven't emailed me back. No, but I don't know. It is their off season. And I just don't know about, like, admin people in any of these places. Like, there's just no way. There's no way to know what's going on in the back office of a place like this. Like, do they have someone manning the emails? I don't know. So I think I'll just sign up. I'll just sign up and just go. I don't need an excuse not to go. I need to make a step and to make a change. I mean, I have seen another job that I could go for that is, it's kind of adjacent to one of the bits of work that I've done in work before, that I do every year, I suppose. But it's better money. It's like open-ended. It's like full-time everything. It's like all the, you know, positive things that you could want, but it's like data oriented. It's like data analyst and I can't even say the word. It's data analysis is what it is. And it's like I could do that, but do I want to do that? I mean, it's more money, but I probably hate it. Like my last job that included numbers, I know data and finance isn't quite the same thing, but that included numbers, that included looking through information and having to look at numbers and figure things out and stuff. I couldn't do it. My brain would not let me sit and just work like that. I can't do that. So I'm gonna have to just keep looking See if there's something better. Something that I can do whilst I pursue things that I like. Hi, Dandelion. Welcome in. Ahoy, hoy. How are you doing today? We've had our rant. We've had our complaining. I say rant. Is it a rant? It was mainly just venting. That's all I've been doing so far. I'm going to catch this emu. Don't mind me. No, come on. No, no, no. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, I don't like how he grabs the neck and is just like, okay. But I guess that's kind of normal for how to. Oh, that's a large aminal. Okay. Where did I leave off in the game last time? What did I do? Gonna try a new pre-workout today. Oh, and what does that entail? I don't think I've ever done a pre-workout. I've been to the gym. I know where it is. I can get there. Yeah. I love an emu. I love ant emu and emu. I'm not saying emu, am I? I was saying immune. Why can't I words? Oh, if you want to calm down an emu, you should apparently put a sock over their head. Interesting. That just feels like you're, I don't know, turning an emu into a sock puppet. Which is also fun. It's cool, like, not cool. Not cool for the emu, I suppose. Is there gonna be a road that leads over to here, or not? So this place here, yeah, there's a road paver. What is with my voice today? Why is my, oh, pre-workout is what you drink. Oh, I was thinking like, I got a new pre-workout. It's a cheeseburger and a nap. Like, that's probably what mine would be. Oh, like a protein shake. Oh, that's quite good though. Are they nice? Are they nice to have? My stepbrother lives off of the powders and stuff, and my sister has protein shakes. I think she has powders of stuff. I just don't know that world. I don't know it. I don't know it. Do you get protein? You get protein from meat, don't you? Yeah, I just eat burgers. So that's my pre-workout. That's my pre-workout. I would simply ask the emu to chill. Yeah, I think it would. No, aren't emus chill? Do they? They don't spit, do they? Which are the ones that spit? Those llamas. I feel like camels spit as well, though, don't they? I don't think that would work with a cassowary, though. Cassowary, you must be wary with a cassowary. I only know of cassowaries from Far Cry? Was it Far Cry that they were in? Far Cry 3 or 4 or something? And they're like, yeah, they're there for you to hunt, which isn't fun, isn't great, but they're very difficult to fight, though. A llama's not a, that's true. Did I say it had to be a bird? All I meant was the ones that spit, the things that spit. And I think that llamas spit. Imagine if a llama could fly. What if there was a llama version of a Pegasus? Why aren't there? I mean, if a Pegasus is a mythical creature, why aren't there winged versions of other quadrupeds? I guess D&D has cats that have wings. But why not, like, a zebra? I guess a zebra is very adjacent to a horse, but I'm using Guinness Zero instead of anything specifically for exercise. Oh! Wait, is that your actual... Is that what you're saying your pre-workout is? Guinness Zero? That's good. That's nice. I would say what mine is, but I don't. I guess... No, I don't. It's got nitrogen. You're hitting that nitrous oxide. Going full on, it's like, was it Fast and Furious? But then also like, no, it's spray paint. Or is it gas? What is it that they have in Mad Max? Fury Road and that one. What is that? Flying ferrets. Can they? Can you just throw them? Flying squirrels, though. Well, they don't eat wings. I guess if there's a ferret with wings, that just sounds like a Pokemon, to be honest. Electrolyte. Nah. What's the thing from Idiocracy? Is that electrolytes? It's what plants crave. What is it? What do the plants crave? Hang on, is that? Okay. Right, what am I doing? What am I doing? The mechanic, I need to get 2 more stars with him. So... Oh, I want to burp. I want to burp, but I think I'll feel so much better if I burp. But it won't happen. It's not happening. Where's my burp? Someone give me the burp. Wire! Oh, sorry, I didn't see the height. Sorry, I need to get some wire. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Oh. Oh, I feel so warm and tired. I hate it. Oh, Dandelion, I'm sorry you got ads. I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't allow naughty words. Just because do you know this lore of me? Yeah, no, I just think I sound really silly when I try and swear. And so I don't. And so to prevent me from, like, even almost, I just don't have it in the chat. That's all. That's all. Because I remember it happened quite a few times in high school. And it was like, oh, everyone around me is, like, starting to, like, learn swearing and swear constantly. And so it's like, oh, I'm going to try and, you know, fit in and stuff. And instantly laughed at, constantly. Anytime I tried to, just got laughed at. And so I'm like, nah, it's not for me. It's not for me. And one time, I kind of accidentally, in front of my parents, and my dad was, like, not chill about it. So so that kind of stuck with me as well. So I was like, yeah, no, don't do it now. Yeah. Aww. I'm not throwing ferrets through the air. Would they be okay? Would they be happy with that? Would they be alright if I threw a ferret? It would survive, wouldn't it? God, I feel like I'm so unfunny today. I feel like I'm so... I feel so warm and sweaty and horrible. And I'm just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to stream. I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to play games. All I've been doing in the past few days when I have been gaming is Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I've fully completed the Pokédex. And I got the shiny charm and everything. And now I'm doing what I was originally planning to do with the playthrough, which was to give all of the NPCs in the village shiny Pokemon for the Pokemon they were asking for. And it's like I'm getting there now. I got one that I needed today, and I was like, it took me a while, but in the past week or so, but I got it just before the stream. So I was happy about that. Well, that's all the gaming I could really handle at the moment, to be honest. Oh, what are all these broken bikes? Why are all these broken bikes here? These were here before we built the road. Oh, cars as well. Oh. Ads down. Robbie's done. What's Robbie Williams got to promote right now anyway? What's Robbie Williams up to? I don't know why he made that film where he was a monkey. It's just really weird. It's like, I'm like, you mention Robbie Williams to anyone outside the UK, they haven't got a clue who he is. They're like, do you mean Robin Williams? No, we had our own Williams, Rob Williams. We had our own, and yeah, not as good. Just a weird guy. Oh, he's doing cat food right now, is he? Oh, okay. Woohoo! It's all good. It's always good to see you all as well, my friends. I do love seeing you. Almost forgot about that. Oh, the movie that he made. Yeah. So weird. I guess they gotta do something. Well, they gotta do something. Why else would we sing acoustic cat food? Isn't it the he sings something, and then it's to be a cat, and that's the only bit I know. Just the to be a cat. Yeah, that's all I know of the advert. The rest of it, I block out of my mind. I was like, who's thinking he has gorillas? He could never, unless he's a secret cat food enjoyer. Charlie Kelly. There's another episode of Always Sunny that I need to watch, isn't there? That's what I'm doing tonight. I don't think I'm going to make it across the river. Oh, no. But annoying thing is, the new Always Sunny season is not being broadcast in the UK yet. So, I have to find other means. Because they don't want us to watch it, apparently. Only for Americans. Got a browser extension. Get rid of those ads. Just watch what you wanna. Oh, come on. Oh. Eva! My friend! How are you doing? I don't know if it's too critical, but also was the new Sonny and Rob's face. Well, the last season was kind of when it started to be a little bit noticeable that he started to look a bit different. But then there was the episode where he had an allergic reaction to peanuts. And since that episode, it doesn't seem so strange anymore, because it's kind of like he went so different with his face that now he kind of looks like back to normal for me. So that one kind of threw right off the other end, and now he's kind of like, oh, it's just kind of his face now. They're all aged, they're all older, aren't they? Very tired though, so take that. That's okay! That's okay! Thank you for wishing good stream, and also snack and drink. Hold on, I need some biscuits. Hold on. Biscuits! Nom 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 nom. Please. Please don't shoot. Put the Botox down. We love you. We don't want you to hurt anybody. We don't want to hurt you. Put the Botox down and let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. It's all gonna be okay. I'm gonna put, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't think I had them. I don't think I had those. Did I? Did I pick those up from other people?
Sorry to lean on you so much, son.
Rocket launcher! Rocket launcher! I don't think he can actually grow his facial hair anymore. Did he ever? He might have had a little bit of stubble, but I don't think he ever really went like for facial hair, did he, in the show? I can't remember now. Charlie barely looks any different since the start, no. But no, I think in one of the episodes I've seen a clip of Charlie Day playing Charlie Kelly in an episode without his beard. And it does look very different. He had a goatee, did he? I don't remember that.
Wendy, quick.
Yeah! Okay, rocket launchers. Cool.
Order completed. Well done.
So I think there's going to be another level of approval with the star rating to get off this, guys. I don't know what I'm going to get off him. Like a short beard, but the goatee was pronounced. How was it pronounced? Gotti? Gaiotti? Didn't enjoy the last season of so much. I've been enjoying it consistently, like constantly. Like in the last season, it was the season before where they went to Ireland, wasn't it? And I thought that was all pretty good. Yeah. And then the last season, the one that just went, there was the Chuck E. Cheese episode. That was really good. That was fun. What else was there? There was Dennis's Day Off, or whatever it was called, where he regulated his own blood pressure and his own stress levels, and we see a whole day. It was really good. I liked it. I've really been enjoying it still. I haven't watched it a few seasons now, but I think I said it before. But like I could see, I get that. I get that. You know, but I'm not like, I don't know. I like that old stuff. I do. Also, I mentioned this the other day. I've been watching The Mentalist, right? And I think I've seen almost every single side character from like the early seasons of Always Sunny in this show. Like I saw like Little Kev was in on the episodes, and Frank's brother was in an episode, and the one I just watched, it had Dee's not boyfriend, but gay boyfriend who she thought was her boyfriend, who turned the bar into a gay bar in the first episode, was it? He was in it as well. And it's like, I don't know, they're all in that. They're all in it. Need to watch the Palestine episode. Which is that? Oh, rewatch. Oh, you mean the one where the guy and he talks about Israel and it's like, oh yeah, that whole situation over there, that whole situation, and it's the territory is halfway across their bar, and it's like, yeah. When I first watched that years ago, I didn't even know what was going on. I was just like, the gang is like, oh, that situation is like, yeah, that's a tough thing going on, but now everyone's got a bit more clarity, you know, everyone else in the world is a bit more caught up and actually involved in talking and thinking about it now. Yeah, it does hit a bit different. So kind of like how some people sat down casually here. Yeah, I think so. But then I'm actually not sure when this season of The Mentalist that I'm watching. Let me have a look. Let me see. Let me see. The Mentalist. Let's see when these seasons. My phone is so slow. Okay. It started in 2008. When did Always Sunny start? That was like earlier, wasn't it? 2005. Oh, they were in Always Sunny first. And then went over to other shows like that. Wrong way round. I had. Okay. I used to make an episode all about Palestine work without even saying, yeah. And, you know, for younger people who didn't know anything about it, it goes right over your head. Which is a sign of a good parody, I suppose. Like, if you don't already know about it, you're not gonna, they don't spell it out for you. You've got to kind of pick it up a bit. Good evidence is all going on. So, yes. Situation hasn't really changed for the almost decades, almost 20 years or so since that episode. Because that was early. That was like season 2 or 3 or something. So that was like 2006 or 7 or something? Yeah. Okay. One of those, because I'm going to build a charger. Okay. Pop it on my back. Bruce Almighty! And then there's all that into. Oh, I don't remember that in Bruce Almighty. When was that in the? When was that? Season 2, because of yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, and it was like to do with like buying the bar and stuff, and it's like, yeah, that's gonna be pretty early on. Smite me, almighty smiter! Oh, that's a good film. Good. Alrighty then, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's Ace Ventura, isn't it? That's, yeah. What else does he do in and that's the way the cookie crumbled, and that's the way it was. Did you like Evan Almighty? I liked it when it first came out. It's definitely nowhere near as good as Bruce Almighty. It kind of just feels like, I don't know, a weird spin-off that didn't need to happen, that is completely unrelated to the first one, apart from God being the same God, like the same character of God. Who was his wife in that one? Was that I forgot her name. Jennifer Aniston. eroding, and then he proceeds to have his mental breakdown. Wait, which bit? Wait. Wait. Is that the bit in the... In Bruce... Oh, okay. Eroding. Which one's that bit? I can't... my brain is terrible today. My brain is completely incapable of thought. Okay, what am I doing now? What have I got? Let's have a look. When he finds it... Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. Instantly, how studios let's remove episodes of streaming and have cultural don't from anywhere else. You can still put the episodes feel much like they're trying to make you forget actually doing anything. Well, I do prefer the practice. I thought of the word of just putting a message beforehand to just say that, you know, this was made in a time when the consensus was that most people found it funny. People now understand that there are some negative connotations that come with some of the things that they did in these things, and they wouldn't encourage it or endorse it in the future. But this is what was made. Let's not forget our past and our mistakes and stuff. Let's not forget these things, because forgetting your own history, you're destined to repeat it, aren't you? Like, let's just delete all history of Nazis, and let's just hope that we don't do it again by accident. Let's do that. Let's just wipe all human history of fascism and just hope that we just don't accidentally do it. Let's do that. That's the way we solve this. No, you put a label on it and say, bad, but here you go. This is what this was. Did that with D&D episodes committee? Yeah, and yeah, they do overcorrect as well. Yeah. Oh, so we're on that hate crime. Yeah, he was a drow. He was a drow. If you're gonna say that's bad, then it's the whole D&D lore and the races in D&D that are the things that you need to comment upon. Not, yeah. Let's go back and Google Play. This is why I do like owning the DVDs and the box sets of these things. Not just for that, but like I've mentioned this a dozen times because it really gets to me, is soundtracks from some shows and how they haven't been able to keep the licenses for some of them when they've been put onto streaming services. For instance, Scrubs, which has like the best soundtrack of any show ever. I just love it. Every song in Scrubs is saved on my phone in a playlist somewhere. Like every song in Scrubs is a song that I like. And then when they put it on Disney Plus, they couldn't keep the rights to most of the songs. They kept the main ones that are story and plot relevant and stuff. But then all of the other little incidental songs and stuff that come up, they had to get rid of them all and replace them with equivalent kind of royalty-free stuff. And it's just not the same. And so I did buy the box set of Scrubs a while ago, but I bought the wrong format DVD of it, and it was the wrong frame rate, which meant that it was the wrong speed overall, which meant that the voices were sped up and so sounded higher, and it was just unwatchable. Well, it was watchable, but unlisten toable, because everyone just sounded so high pitched and they were talking much faster. And Newbie, what are you doing over here? What are you doing over here? What are you doing? And it didn't sound good. The whole Drow lore is one of the races of their introduction and subsequent appearances. The concept, or because you can build a world with racism in it and have it as a comment on racism and not be racist. If the lore writer, if the creator just outright says these people are worse than other people canonically, then that's racist. I'm not an expert, but my thinking would be that if it's just that other people's opinions in the work of fiction believe that other people are inferior to them, then that's just a commentary on racism. Right? Original Dragon Ball is purely for that. Oh, okay, well then that is racist. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Well then, yes. Then that's who they should be taking it up with, not the people referencing it. Yeah. Some Top Gear episodes has some great bits of music replaced by royalty-free bits, and music is placed also. Oh, really? As well? Oh. I don't know. I'm mixed feelings on old episodes of Top Gear. Like, they were such a vibe to just like sit and watch one of the Top Gear specials, like back in the day. and to go back and watch them do their like journey to the North Pole and stuff. It's like, whoa, this is really cool. They're just doing this in cars and stuff. But it's like you get to know these personalities and stuff, and it's like the only one I really like out of the trio is James May. Like, just because he's consistently like seems like a genuine person. Like the other two, I don't know. It's hard to go back and watch them because you just see the comments they make on things these days. Like, oof. Female driver portrayed presumably sexualized far more than racist. Yeah, there's a bit of a thing with that, isn't it? Yeah. You joke from Futurama about the gender pay gap. Did they what? Did they what? From an old episode. Wow, that's kind of weird that they would even go back and remove just a single joke. Don't like any of them anymore. So Clarkson. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Having Top Gear on in the background, like growing up, like on the TV in the kitchen, is like, well, that's yeah, it's fun to have that on. But James May's still alright, isn't he? I mean, he's an old man, isn't he? But he's like, model trains and talking about toys and steam engines and old bikes and stuff. And it's like, I think he's just an old man that just likes things. Like, he doesn't ever come across as like political views. If so, I've always seen him as a bit more left wing than the other two. Like Hammond's full on conservative though, isn't he? Like. And Clarkson's just like, he says he's centrist, but he's not. He just says that, but then he supports like Farage's stuff or whatever. Not to get onto politics, not to make it too heavy, but yeah, it's not worth watching them. He would a quote about wealth inequality on streaming in a Robin Hood movie. Wow. Yeah, we don't notice. We need people to keep check of all this. What are they trying to hide from us? What are they trying to wipe from our social consciousness? So that we don't think about these things. Yeah, it's all a conspiracy, man. It's a conspiracy! Open your eyes! Anyway, buy DVDs. They're cheap. Go to CEX, just go buy a bunch of DVDs. Go to charity shops. Go to charity shops and just see what they've got there. Buy the DVDs. Way more worth it. And no ads. And once you own it, you own it. That's yours. That DVD, you own that. You can watch it whenever. They can't take it off you. Buy physical stuff. There's similar thing that happens when he came... There's a similar thing that happens when he came about. What now? When who came about what? Ended up cutting things out of frame on reshowings of... What? HD? What? Old episodes? Of what? Of which one now? Sorry, I'm lost now. I mean, I'm always lost, to be fair. Shows before HD had different aspects. Oh, yeah! Yes! Yeah. Well, at least they added the version to like, watch the old 4x3 version of The Simpsons on Disney Plus. At least we've got that. But yeah, as I say, buy the DVDs, or if you can't, it's a little trick they don't want you to know. You can go on the internet and you can pirate things, and it won't last forever, but you can pirate things onto like a USB stick. Pop that in your TV and there you go, it's like a DVD. Or if you've got a DVD or a CD-ROM kind of PC kind of thing, you could just burn things onto DVDs yourself. Like I don't want to get myself in trouble here, but I've done that and it's pretty easy. You just burn it on and then you've got a DVD with all the things you want on it. It's pretty good. They don't want you to know this, but you can do it yourself. It's all there. James May made very off-color remark about Pi Fives. I could see that being a part of him just from his generation and stuff. Yeah. I don't think he would ever outright say anything like that, but he probably does have some kind of like, deep-rooted kind of opinions. I would say, from the company he keeps as well. A lot could be said from the company that he keeps. Stop Lures again. Yeah! I never stopped. I will say, I did kind of stop buying 4K Blu-rays because they are pretty pricey. But, like, you know, Blu-ray box sets for things that are just frustrating to try and find all the episodes to watch. I've bought those. Like, I've got, like, I mean, this is more my taste, so it isn't things that would likely to be censored, but are, like, just not ever put on things consistently to watch on the internet. Like, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, Batman animated series, the Superman animated series. I got the box set of The Addams Family, the original, the old black and white one. It is an incredible top-tier sitcom. Absolutely wonderful family. Like, they are so wholesome. They are so ahead of their time. It's a black and white TV show, and they're all, like, they're expressing things like, oh, well, my daughter wants to go and you know, join some kind of mortician, like, career or whatever. And it's like they're fully supportive of everything their kids want to do. Pugsley is out doing graffiti, and they're like, yeah, as long as it's, you know, not on anywhere where you're not allowed to, do whatever you want, you know? Show your creativity. Proud of you, you know? You know, Gomez Adams got his train set. He's like blowing it up and whatever. And it's like, it's all yours. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, mate. Oh! Ow! I love the Adams Family. The original one. I don't much like the animated stuff these days, but I like the old ones. Higher Rich Life for me. Gonna be like, buy Hunger Games Blu-rays next payday. Oh! Did they make more? It's still 4, isn't it? But there are more books now, aren't there? Because when I went to Toulouse, it was like April or whatever, and going through the airport, there was like at least 4 or 5 Hunger Games books, and I was sure there was only 3 when I last checked. There's definitely more now. No. Exercise make arm go hurty, then don't do it. What are you doing? Why are you hurting yourself? Don't be silly. Stop moving! I'm gonna have to go clean up some cat poo in a moment. Hold on. It's a very different vibe from the Wednesday show on Netflix. You know, makes a good Wednesday though. Yeah, and I've seen. Oh, I haven't actually watched it to be fair, but it's still Addams Family. They're pretty cool. I don't like the animated version of the film they put out a while ago. It just seems so generic. They do it with all these things these days, though, don't they? It's what they did to my boy Thomas the Tank Engine. You know. Absolutely devastating. There's a new one based on the book set in the 10th games. One based on the 50th game. What? How many games are there? The movie... Oh, that's so many. Right, I'll be back in just a moment. Gotta go clean up some cat poop. So, hang on a mo. They show like just like one shot takes one piece of charge. No! Leave the arena now and rest. You've earned it. Ooh, we found a collectible card. Look, it's me. Now, crash, 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 crash. No! 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 Where did you go? Sauce egg? Sauce egg, no. Sauce egg, I can't open the freezer. Sauce egg, no! No! Why? Oh! Exercise to be strong and lose weight and be ready for the... What, you want now? Hey, what now? What? Hold on. I missed the string between those two thoughts. And I just gotta say, like, I'd rather be happy than be in pain and try and exercise. And I'd rather be happy than try to be strong. Yeah. Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. When you're on your deathbed, are you gonna think, God, I wish I spent more time in the gym? God, I wish I spent more time just like lifting a heavy thing over and over again. God, I can't believe I didn't do that more. Oh, you know, just yeah. Do things you like. Try and do things you like that also include an active element. That's the thing. Actually lifting yourself. Okay, well. I don't mean to call you a heavy thing. But lifting a thing. Yeah, either way. Go out and, I don't know. Yeah, which one would go to be able to lift body. Okay, well, that's a fun goal. That's fair enough. That's a fun goal. You go for that. Yeah, you can do that. I need a bar. My arms, they are weak. But what are you going to use them for? You're not in an action movie. When are you going to be on, like, when are you going to need to go and lift a heavy beam that's holding someone down? When are you going to do that? Yeah, it's never going to happen. And if it does, then, whatever. You're not going to be expected to be able to do that. No, that's fair. Okay, actually, if it's cats. Okay, if it's cats that need saving. Yeah, you need to be ready to hold all of those cats. There's a general medical-related issue... Potentially not been. Oh, interesting. Oh, well, I mean, I hope you're okay. But wait, it's a fun goal. It's a fun goal to go for. Hi, Borg Nugget. Yo, welcome in. How you doing today? I was like, oh, okay. That's a thought. You do you. Yeah. Nothing else I can say about that. You go for you. Type of... Oh, that's... yeah. Welcome the poster child for that statement. Welcome. Hi. God, I'm tired. You don't even know. Oh. Right. If I end up needing to be careful, I want to be as light as possible. Well, that's true. I don't mean to endorse the idea of like just eat and never move. I don't endorse that. But I do endorse just, you know, exercise to the level where you can, you know, just do the things you want to do in life. Like, if you want to be an Olympic runner, you go for it. You go and get that exercise. But if you want to be like an artist or a Twitch streamer or like just somebody who works in an office, do you need big muscles? I don't think so, really. You don't need it to be able to do the things you want to do. I mean, who wants to work in an office? To be fair, no one wants to do that. But if that is just the thing that is to get you your money, and then you do your social stuff, and you do your creative side hobbies and whatever, and you don't need to be strong for that, then whatever. Just do you. There's no social expectation. There shouldn't be anyway. Is that wine? No, actually, it is. It's a mix. It's a mix. I'll give you that. It is. Red Bull sugar-free and Pepsi Max, because we are hardcore. We are hardcore here. One of I have no idea what weights. I have no idea. I have no idea. When someone says like, "Oh, I'm 205 pounds. I put on 7 kg." I have no idea. These are all meaningless numbers to me. I have no idea. I haven't a clue what an average weight for a person is. I haven't got a clue. I don't have that thing in my brain that is like, that tells me like, oh, that's the equivalent of blah 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 blah. It doesn't work for me. I don't get it. That sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, it's because I've been drinking so much like just straight up energy drinks lately. I need to cut it. I need to cut it at the moment to try and wean myself off it. I still need it to survive, but I need to have a bit less, just have a little bit less, and then hopefully I'll be able to survive a little bit better without it for a few days. And then we can keep having it, and it'll work better. This is the long-term plan. You gotta have long-term goals, everybody. Get those long-term goals. That's 1 to 5 liters of water. How many 2-liter bottles of Diet Pepsi Max is that? Because this is 2 liters. How many of these is it? How many of these? That's the way it needs to be described to me. That's the only way I will understand it. Because since childhood, it has been 2-liter bottles of fizzy pop from the shops my entire life. 52.5. There we go! That makes total sense to me. 52 and a half of these. That makes a lot of sense to me. That really works in my brain. Thank you for that. That is the new system of calculating weights is what I need. Pepsi Max is the only correct Pepsi. Yeah. Although the thing is, I'm a little bit put off by it because the big boss, the big head manager in my work, he's a bit weird in that he makes inappropriate jokes and he's always trying to be the class clown and it's never funny. But he constantly talks about Pepsi Max all the time. And you know when someone who annoys you talks about something you like and you start hating it because they like it, and it's hard to separate him from that in my brain, you know? Got Arizona popsicle flavor drink thing in the frizz. Frizz. I can't do words today. I can't enunciate anything. Are the Arizona ones the ones with the flowers on? What are they? They're like tea, aren't they? Are they a tea? Because I've never had one. But I remember seeing them everywhere. Like I guess like 7 or 8 years ago, something like that. Also, 2 days ago, I went into... pardon me, it wasn't even officially. I went into Game for the first time in years. So, if you're not in the UK, Game... It's like GameStop, but it's Game in the UK. They recently, in the past few years, have been going so downhill that they've not been able to afford to keep their own stores open. So, they've been putting Game into, like, the back of Sports Direct. So it's like sports clothes and shoes. It's mainly shoes. And, like, sports t-shirts, sports equipment and stuff, just at the back. Where I went to was on the 3rd floor at the very back of the building. And it's just like they've kind of given up trying to sell games. It's got the main games that are currently out there, and then it's just like Pokemon plushes and Hello Kitty and pop figures. Yeah, so many, and it's like, and like figurines and stuff, and it's like, it's really dead, isn't it? Game is. I used to go to like the midnight launch of video games. It was brilliant. What did I go for? I went for like the what was the last one I got there? Red Dead Redemption 2. It was Red Dead Redemption 2. And I went and I got it like in at the night when it came out at Game. Oh, and I think that was like one of the last times they would have done that, I reckon, because it was after that Game has been shutting down completely. There's a duck loose in here, a mandarin duck. Why not? They are. Oh, I like mallards. I like mallard ducks. They're the ones near me. They're very cute. They eat out of my hand, and I like them a lot. They're my friends. They've done that to a store near me too. So they just, huh? Well, that's it. I think they've done it everywhere. They just put them in Sports Direct now, and so I've known that Game has still been in the city for a while, but I've just been like, I'm not going into Sports Direct and having to like navigate through all of the plastic smells to try and get to where Game is, because I never used to buy things from Game that often anyway. It was only like when I used my Game loyalty card and I got points back for it. But I think they closed that down as well, and so there's no point even going there anymore, you know? So this is probably everyone's go to these days. That's exactly, yeah. I mean, I go there most days just to see what they have, and usually the main thing I like about going into CEX is looking at things that I already own and seeing how much they're charging for them now. Because I've got, like, a bunch of, like, older Pokemon games that I bought from there, like, a couple years ago. And I've got, like, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and I've got a blue Game Boy Advance SP, things I bought from there, and they are so much more expensive now. And it's kind of like, how did I ever afford to buy these things? Pokemon Gold, and Pokemon Ruby still in their original boxes, and I was able to afford those. They couldn't have been more than, like, £80 or something like that when I first bought them, and this was only a few years ago. Now it's in the hundreds, so it's like there's no chance. With the manual still in there as well. What's a manual doing in there? I don't know. Get him out of there. He's stuck. Yeah, it's crazy. My game, I don't know if it's still there, does toys and board games. Yeah, that's what the one in the Sports Direct near me now does. Yeah. It's like how Sainsbury's absorbed Argos. Did they? Is that why I've not seen an Argos in years? I thought I'd not seen an Argos in a long time. I miss Argos. I used to love going through their catalogues. Such a staple. I mean, we lost Woolworths a long time ago, and that was a bit of a shock to the system. I'm quite surprised that W.H. Smith's is still around. Like, I guess every single W.H. Smith's that I've seen now has Toys R Us and the post office, like, built into it as well. So I guess they're all kind of clumping together to survive, but even still, I'm still quite surprised. There's a small local board game sellers to compete with that also play games that... Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of those places. There's, in Cardiff, there's a Pokemon card shop that I went into the other day, and they did have some Pokemon games for sale as well, but the next day I went in and they were gone. I wanted to buy Pokemon Y, but it was gone, sadly. But Kingdom of Amalur, I remember that game. I don't think I liked it. I remember having that game, and I remember trading that game in. Because I don't think I like it. I don't think I liked it. Look for the final closing down sales at game. Do you reckon they will? I reckon they'll just throw everything away. I don't know. Or they'll just like pass the inventory stock over to like Sports Direct and be like, okay, well, just sell what's left and whatever. I don't know if they'll ever do. I don't know if they would. I don't know. Maybe just to sell like the shelves and the display cases, I suppose, just to get rid of what's left. The bones, the detritus left over from the corpse. Well, emerald for 50, sold it for 220. Oh wow, yeah. The prices of them are going up crazy. Yeah, I'm holding on to all of mine. Like I've got most of the Pokemon games apart from like I haven't got Black or White 2, and I haven't got X or Y, but I've got most of the others. And I kind of want all of them. I don't think I would even sell them, to be honest. I don't think I even would. I just want them all. Because I have been really trying to get the full, like, living decks for myself lately. Like, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Like, I fully completed the Pokédex in Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet, and Arceus, and now I'm, like, trying to find all the other Pokemon in other easily accessible games. But then, when I can't do that anymore, I'm going to go back, and I already have for a few, bring Pokemon through from my DS to my 3DS through, like, the trade thing. Well, it's possible to go from, like, the Game Boy Advance in the DS slot with a DS cartridge in the back, and then transfer them over to the DS cartridge, and then, using a DS and a 3DS, send over from one of them to the other into a 3DS game, and then from the 3DS game it can go into Pokemon Bank, which can then send to Pokemon Home, which is where I'm compiling all of my Pokemon. And so it's possible, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Christmas will exist so long as train stations and that. That's so true. That is so true. Yeah. Like, the train station in Cardiff, it is it is so expensive in WH Smith's. It is crazy. And there's a Tesco Express or whatever it is across the road, and you go in there and it's like you get your your £3.50 meal deal. I'm still very upset that it went up from £3, but still £3.50. If you get what I did, I should take a picture of it. I managed to get a triple sandwich, a large sugar-free Red Bull, but like a flavored one, and a double chocolate bar, and I scanned it in at the till, and the saving on it was like £4 something. So I saved more than I actually spent on the £3.50 meal deal. I was so proud of myself. Like, this is the way to survive in this economy. It's the only way we're going to survive. We have to scam the companies with their own sales. You have to get the most expensive items in the deals. Oh, just live off those. Most calories possible for your pennies. Will you survive? Oh! I guess it was a worldwide brand. I guess it would still survive in some places. Yeah. I haven't been into the actual W. Smiths in a while, though, to be fair. Trade on my DS games when I start going violence at teen. Oh, but trade your DS games, though. But, like, just, I don't know. There's something about, like, having, like, I don't know, physical items. Like, what do you keep quacking for? What is this ducks doing here? Just, like, having the physical things of stuff. Like, I don't know why. Like, I've just got little things around the house I don't want to get rid of because they're just, like, the physical things I have from many years ago, you know? I don't know why. And that includes games. But I wasn't always like that, to be fair. PlayStation 2, I traded in every single game. I had hundreds of PlayStation 2 games. Traded in the whole lot of them for, like, 2 Xbox 360 games that I'm sure I don't have anymore. Absolutely not worth it. And so I've spent a lot of money over the past few years buying back PlayStation 2 games. I've got a good, like, library of them now, but it took a while. It's taken quite a while. I still don't have all the ones I wanted. There's a duck loose. Is bag not closing? Well, I think they already pulled it. It's like it's closed. It's like it's all. I think it's all closed. But if you still have it installed, you've got it. I think is how it works. Like you've got it. I think. I hope they're not. I hope there's not news I haven't heard of. Let me just Google it. Hold on. Yeah, it's just been left operational. There is no end date planned, so it's not going to shut down anytime soon. There's just no end. It's just going to be running, just there. And so I'm glad that I didn't even plan for it. I just miraculously still had Pokemon Bank installed on my 3DS, 2DS XL, but it's essentially a 3DS, just without the 3D element, which I didn't really like anyway. It's like it's, you know, it doesn't look good. Having physical items is good. Yaha! Speaking of physical items, I boggled a friend of mine by telling them I own a piece of HMS Victory. Goes from 15. Wow, that's cool. I do like that. That's so cool. How big is the piece? Is it like just a little thing? But even still, any little thing is still really cool. That's so awesome. I mean, I've got like a railway spike from a railway nearby. That's not very exciting, to be fair. But you know, it's exciting to me. It's exciting to me to have a rusty piece of metal in my house that means nothing to anyone but myself, that I bought for like £3 from the gift shop. So it's not exactly rare. It's not like one of a kind, but it's still kind of cool. Oh well, I'm very warm. I'm so warm. I'm still very tired, but I still don't know what we're doing in the game, to be honest, right now. I think the audio's been going a bit weird, though. There's things to deliver. So I haven't got full stars with the VTuber yet. So I'm going to do that. And when I go, I'm going to try and also get stuff for the mechanic, because there's also stuff for him that I'll need to get as well. This way probably around 50. Oh, like a small ruler, like a smaller ruler. Why am I on this side? I want to be on that side. It was like the ship was part of the Save the Victory campaign. Will the money go into restoring? Oh, place where some smells like tar. Wow, that's so cool. For it to have kept the smell. Wow. I'm gonna select these. I've got so many points of memory, but I don't know what else I can even. I don't even know how many more things there are to unlock in this skill tree right now. It feels like I've got most of the page unlocked, unless there's more to unlock here, and maybe a line of them here. But that could just be the dividing line between two different kinds of skill points. More could show up over here, but I don't even know what they would be, to be honest. Go on, let's get that. For some reason, I suppose. Head out!
Order accepted. Thank you.
Order accepted. Oh, and I was so unsure yesterday about how I was supposed to dress for the graduation garden party. Because it's like, I'm not there to be in pictures and stuff. I'm there as staff. But I didn't know what staff were going to be wearing. And I'm so glad that I overthought it and I took options with me. So I went to work with like my whole suit in my bag. And I went in wearing like a t-shirt with an overshirt. So I can keep the overshirt if it was a little bit smart casual, but then just go to the t-shirt if it was just casual. But then if it was like full formal, I'd get into the suit. And as soon as I got into work, I saw everyone around me. I was like, oh, I've got to get in the suit. So I quickly changed. Quickly changed into my suit, and I was like, okay, now I will fit in. But it did mean that I was sweating all day. Very, very sweaty and warm. Right, where am I going now? What am I doing? Where's the nearest, like, road that kind of meets up with the... Hang on. Is it... Oh, I've still got that music on. Do you want the music? I don't know. This game has sound. I don't want to have double sound. I don't have double different bits of audio. Just my voice and the game. Maybe just my voice is the most important thing. You hear me because I've got things to say. No, I don't. I got nothing to say today. I'm just tired today. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Just like Klaus. Just like Jenny. Oh yeah, I don't think I've streamed since I went crazy and pulled the door off its hinges upstairs. I don't think I streamed since then. But essentially, the other night, I was like, it's so warm, and Jenny and Klaus both love sleeping in my train room, in the room that I keep my model railway. And I was like, what? And I can't keep the door open all the time because the door like opens onto the landing, and the landing in front of my bedroom and in front of the bathroom is one small little square of carpet. And when the door is open for the train room, it's in the square. It takes up the whole space, and so it's not possible to keep the door open. And so it's just like, fine. What actually happened was I was on the toilet. And I don't shut the bathroom door when I go to the toilet because there's no one else in the house and the cats want to see me. So if I pat them on the head whilst I'm having a poo, whatever. They don't mind, I don't mind, you know? Just, this is context. And so I had the door open to the train room, and I was sat on the toilet, like looking out the bathroom door, and all I could see was the door just taking up the whole landing. And it's like, the cats can't go around it and come into the bathroom, and I can't see what they're up to, and I can't see into my bedroom. And so I was like, I'm just taking the door off. So I got a screwdriver, just undid the whole thing, took it off, and then I was like, well, where do I put it now? Where does this go? Where does one store a door apart from on a door frame? So it's currently behind my bedroom door, which isn't the best, because it is kind of in the way of like plug sockets, but it works. And also, I'm happy with this arrangement because it means that whenever I go upstairs now, I will immediately see my model railway, and that will encourage me to do more with it and to interact with it, and it'll bring me some joy just to see it, because it always does. Whenever I see it, I'm like, yay, my little railway, my little town. And I don't go and open that door and look at it very often. So, propping it up outside along with the old chair. No one can see the old chair. It's very hidden. No one will ever see it. And the same would be for the door. But if I did this with the door, if I put it outside, it would rot. Because it is very humid outside near my house. It's very, very wet. And I would not be able to put it back. And then I would end up being charged by the landlady and have to put another door in for them. So I'm not doing that. That's not my option. Overgrown garden, a project. Well, I've got to go out and I've got to use my jet wash, haven't I? My new power washer. I've got to go out and do that at some point. But I mean, my next 2 Saturdays are booked up, and if I'm doing stuff on the Saturdays, I don't want to be spending all of my Sunday outside with a loud, wet piece of machinery.
Well done.
Tables and chairs, who's crafting things outside in the sunshine. I could, but also I don't like going out there because the neighbors like have. There's no privacy. There's no privacy, and it's not like I'm doing anything weird out there. I'm just sitting out in my garden, but it's the fact that they can look out their windows and just see me sat there. And an old lady next door, she's in her 90s. She's a lovely person, but she's quite hard to understand. And she wants to have a chat. And she'll come over. And last time I spoke to her, I'd been living here for like 3 years. And she came over to me and she said, "Have you just moved in?" I was like, "No, I'm the same person who you introduced yourself to 3 years ago." And she's like, are you just working out of this house then? You're not actually and I was like, "No, I do live here." I think she's expecting a family. I think she's expecting a family unit to be living and working and whatever from this house. Instead, it's me keeping to myself, getting out for work, coming back, and not really interacting with people. And so whenever I'm out there, she wants to chat and stuff, and it's like, I don't want to chat. Sorry. She's like a local legend, though. Like, everyone, whenever I mention her name to any other people like that live nearby, they all know her. And it's like crazy that I don't think she goes anywhere. Like, she walks her dogs occasionally, but it's like, I guess, you know, small communities, small little towns, people who grow up here. You're a family unit with... That's so true. That's so true. I don't think everyone sees it that way, but you are completely correct. That's what family means to me. And my family. F is for friendship, because family is friends. And A is for... I can't remember the rest of the words for that. That's what family means to me. And my family... just... That's not even a word. That's not even a word! I want to watch Don't Hug Me, I'm scared now. It's a vending machine, that's it. I raided the vending machines yesterday as well. Because I went into work and I didn't have vending machine. And I didn't have any breakfast because I never have any breakfast. And I also didn't stop anywhere to have any kind of food or grab a sandwich or anything. And I just knew with the amount of stuff that I would be doing in the day, it's like, I need sustenance. I need something. And so I just went downstairs and I just raided the vending machine. I had crisps, I had chocolates, I had cereal bars, I had drinks. And I just got loads of stuff. But I don't like these new modern vending machines where you've got to like try and decipher which panels to touch first, and you've got to activate the card reader first before you go and select what you want. But then the one that I wanted it wouldn't even let me have it. It just didn't do anything, and so I had to then click all this stuff and then click confirm, and then click confirm on the card reader, and then do it on the card reader, and then press OK on the actual button for the rest of the machine. Very annoying. I have to do that for everything that I wanted to buy from there as well. So, the vending machines are much cheaper in Toulouse. Like, I lived off the vending machines in Toulouse. You should be sensible, go to bed, take care, everyone, make sure you get Yes, I shall. And I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I think we'll go with what you've said in your message. Let me just double check before I say anything else. Okay, I will give you the firm timings early tomorrow morning. I'll give you the firm time, but round about what we've said, I'll give you the firm exact time when I will be there. Because I'm going to be going a separate train to get there. So it'll be a little bit in between different train times. But it's fine. Whatever's fine. Whatever time is fine. But I'll give you the time. But it'll be around about that. But yes, thank you for hanging out today. And we'll see you tomorrow. Yes. Have some good sleep. Some very good sleep. I need some good sleep. And into Cardiff, yeah, huh? I don't know if we'll do Cardiff Bay or just Cardiff Bay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, off into the city, which was my favorite Animal Crossing game. Let's go to the city. I think it was the best one. I don't know if everyone agrees. It's my favorite. Although it's city folk in America, even though I don't see it as city folk. I see it as let's go to the city. I should start playing that again. If I want something chill, just to kind of like play in the evenings, just put Animal Crossing on the Wii. On the Wii U, so it's higher definition on the TV. And just play some of that. Thank you.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay. Oh yeah, Cal Kestis was in The Mentalist as well. Although he was also the Joker, but not the Joker. I guess he was the Joker in Gotham. I liked Gotham. That was a good show. Like when Gotham was airing and stuff, it was like it very much felt like Marvel had the movies that were all great, and DC had like great TV shows. Because that was like the time of like Arrow and the start of The Flash as well, which I quickly got overwhelmed when they started building the Arrowverse. What on earth is with the bending of the... Whoa. That is weird. I don't know if that is what happens with dust storms. I don't think that is. I don't think that is. Oh. Oh, it's gone. Is it gone? Oh. Just some kind of illusion. Just some kind of illusion. Yeah, it got way too much trying to watch Arrow and Flash, and then what else was even involved? There were so many other shows that were involved in it. It was like, was it Legends of Tomorrow or something? It was something like that. Hi, Nobias! Thank you for contributing! It's so good to see you, my friend. How you doing today? I am feeling la fatigue. Le tired. That I am feeling. Where is the road? How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? Oh, which way am I even driving? I am not driving the way I thought I was driving. I am lost in the storm. Oh, goodness gracious, I am a long way from Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore. There is a duck on the loose. Be careful, there is a duck. I don't know what it wants. It hasn't given us its list of demands yet. It hasn't told us. Why is it zooming in? Is there enemies? I don't think there's enemies. Black Lightning, Silver Girl, and something. Oh, I don't remember Black Lightning. I never heard that one. I don't remember that one at all. But Supergirl, that makes sense. There he goes. duck food. I've got lots of duck food. I've got lots of duck food in the kitchen. You can have as much as he wants. I am very generous with my duck food. When I go to feed them, they have as much as they want. As much as I have. They have all that I have. I only take a small Tupperware with me each time I go, but they have all of it. Nothing goes to waste. I've never seen a duck say, nope. Nope, I'm done. No more. I'm alright, thank you. No more duck food for me. They'll never be full. They'll never tell you that. If they do, it's not a duck, it's an imposter. No, I don't think so. I've not been on Facebook that often. I never really am. But, no, I haven't seen anything about, I don't think the owners ever really owned up to owning the parrot. I don't think I ever saw a post of people saying, like, oh yeah, it's mine, caught now, back home. I think it's just a wild parrot now. We're going to have parrots just naturally living in the UK. Just like those turtles in the canal. Have you seen it? No, I've seen pictures on Facebook, but I've just heard it myself. But I think it is travelling quite far, like going up and down the valley. So, because it is in, like, you know, the other towns' Facebook groups and stuff nearby. If anyone is adjacent or something, you got included. Oh, okay. But then it was like they also did like the whole. We were talking about it the other day, weren't we? Well, there was Titans, not Teen Titans, but it was Titans, wasn't it? And there were like 2 seasons of that, and then Doom Patrol, and that one was pretty good. But yeah, that was like, you know, DC were doing great with their TV shows, weren't they? Is it one of the grey ones? No, it's a little green guy. Little green guy with a funny little beak. Oh. Vibes incoming. Yeah, parrots are expensive. Well, I was thinking about getting like a bird, wasn't I? Before I got Jenny and Klaus. Okay. Any more gifts for me? Oh, just that I can sleep in your shelter. Okay. Don't want to do a face reveal. If I stay in your shelter, will I find out who you are? You're a VTuber. Like, you don't want to reveal your face, do you? Ooh, I can deliver stuff back to the Pioneer. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's sleep over. Well, show them what's best, but blacklighting and by actually interacted advice. Like, wasn't there whole stuff like there was a Bruce Wayne and stuff in it as well? There was a whole thing, wasn't there? Yeah. Password reminder. Yeah. Well, I really wanted one of those. One of those ones that looks like Pikachu. One of the yellow ones with the red cheeks. That's what I wanted. Because they're just very, very cute. I looked into a lot of stuff about cockatiel. I looked into a lot of stuff about how to care for them and look after them, and it's like they imprint on you, and it's like, well, there's a lot of, you know, responsibility and stuff in it. And I also looked into snakes, but little tiny snakes. I was looking at like those little tiny ones that can go on your finger, and I was like, do I want a little snake buddy? Little snake buddy, and just like, you know, just sit on my head, like just a little guy. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. But then I was like, cats are cool. Cats are just standard chill guys, you know. Which says, sorry, I did see a message, but I've complained so much today already. I'm just very tired. I am very, very tired. Like yesterday I had to do a lot of work, a lot of standing on my feet, a lot of running around, a lot of like just interacting with people and solving problems for my boss as well, a lot of that. And I was just so tired from it. And then today an email went out from the dean specifically thanking my boss, and no mention of me or the work I do or anything like that. And so I'm tired and just, I don't know what the word is. It might just be tired, but I'm like, but also fed up and done with caring. That's what I'm feeling. Done with caring. about, like, work. I'm like, whatever. That is, yeah. Like, there are people I work with, and nothing against them. Honestly, I am inspired by them. People who do no work and get away with it, and nothing is ever said to them. Ever. And it's like, I admire you so much that you can confidently get away with that. But why am I doing so much if they don't? Why am I doing so much if no one cares? If at the end of the day, everyone still gets paid if they show up? Why am I working hard? Like... So yeah, never mind. Let's do it. Yeah, huh? Corn snake! Use of those two. Oh! That's so cool. Feeding a big mouse. Ah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's probably... That wouldn't be fun. Even though it's tiny, I guess they're still gonna have some meat, haven't they? So probably food boss means you'll bet your boss you should be... hey, you're preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir. But it's just not... No, it's just like... You know... My boss just takes credit for everything. And... I know his boss knows he's terrible. He's got anger issues. He has complaints against him so constantly. And he just doesn't have any social skills or people skills or anything. And he's managing me, who is a team of people putting together events and, like, interacting with students and getting feedback and trying to be a friendly face on the whole thing. And he's the guy in charge of it. And he doesn't help or do anything to do with any of it. And it's just like, why am I doing these things? Why do I care? Why do I bother? What is the point? So, yeah, I'm gonna check out of it. I'm gonna keep doing the work and just do the bare minimum of it, and, you know, keep doing the little things for my CV and add things for myself. I'm gonna do, hey, who knows where I'll be in terms of jobs and stuff by June next year, but I have been asked and I have agreed in June next year, because I was nominated for that award a few months ago. They've asked me to run a 20-minute little training session. I'd say training session, like a little workshop of, like, presentation of, here are the bits of kinds of work that I do, and this is how I do them. And, you know, if you wanted to take any ideas from what I do, then you go ahead. But this is my best practices that led to me being nominated and whatever, learn from me kind of thing. And so I'm definitely doing that, whatever situation job-wise I'm in at that point. But, so things like that that'll get me a bit more to put on the CV and to show off about, I'll do it. But at the same time, I've said earlier on, I don't want to I don't want to work in this world that I'm currently working in. I don't care for the people. I don't care for the environment of these people. I am not a person like them. They're all business and money and I don't care. I'm not a businessman. I'm not a businessman. I'm not. Honestly, I'm more of a creative. And I don't want to forever work in the world of business, even though this is where I've found myself, and this is where I've started to climb the ladder very slowly, faster to begin with than most people have done, I will say. I've gone higher up than a lot of people ever do in where I work. People who have worked there for a lot longer and are much older than me are further down the ladder than I am, and they're content because they like being that, you know, part of where they are and stuff. But do I even want to continue climbing this thing? No, don't think so. Not really. Need to go to the final boss and fight them. Yeah. Alexa, shut up. That's the most power I feel. I wouldn't be like that if I was a boss. Not really. Idea for me? An idea. What's your idea? To, I don't know. Become a famous actor. I don't know if that's really what I want. I don't know. I just want to kind of be involved in creative stuff. That's all I really want. Oh, sorry. I banned her name, didn't I? No, she just started talking. She started talking out of line. She started talking when she wasn't spoken to, and so I had to tell her her business. That's what happened. She'll back that up. She'll corroborate my story. She brought it on herself. Kind of broken Alexa on the corner of the floor over in the room, just destroyed in pieces. It's like she asked for it. She brought it on herself. I didn't do anything. She did this. Why am I here? I wasn't supposed to come here. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be somewhere else. Where am I? I'm not paying attention to anything that I'm doing right now. I didn't pick up the thing, did I? Oh, I didn't even... I left the shelter at the VTuber's house, and I didn't pick up the order when I was there. So you should just basically put together 20 minutes for your own late night show and stream it every Friday, and then show it on YouTube. All you said like an hour. That's way too much. Well, yeah. If I miss each day over 4 days, you can see. I wouldn't know what to do. Maybe. That's a nice idea. I do like that as a starting off point. I do like that. I do like that. Puppet show. I just feel like most of my thoughts of what I would do... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the things that I could do, I would feel like I'm being disingenuous about. It's a big word. It's a big word for a tired brain. I feel like a lot of things, if I was like to try and like talk about something professionally, I don't know if I have the capacity. I hate that phrase, but I don't know if I have the capacity to like give like a professional edge to something. I feel like it would have to all be jokes. Like it'd all have to be all stupid. It would all have to be so unserious for me to be able to be happy to do it. Like, if I tried to put any kind of air of like opinion or talking about things or genuine stuff, I feel like I would seem so fake. I wouldn't like it. Just the form, like, yeah. Talk Nintendo, how you talk about... No, that's the thing. I don't know about talking about stuff, because I feel like... I don't know. I feel like I would overthink if I was putting something down to a recording, if I was making a comment on something. That's kind of what I don't want to do. I don't want to make comments on stuff, because I know people like opinion-based stuff these days, but I really don't like how much there is. Like, everybody's got opinions, and everyone wants to voice them all the time, and I don't want to add to those voices. I don't want to be a part of it. I would rather just make a funny joke, or make a funny noise, or I'll pull a funny face, or just play a character of something. I don't know. Yeah, commit to the silly. That's what I yeah. I just want to be a jester. That's all I want to be. I just want to be a jester. Like the joke style, like last week tonight has the late night aspect. Yeah. Oh no! I just can't. He just jumped out into the road. I couldn't stop in time. I killed a kangaroo. I drove over a kangaroo. I didn't mean to. It just jumped out in front of the car and I couldn't stop. Keep that duck out of the road. Keep that duck far away from me. I'm just a kangaroo killer. In this kangaroo court. I don't know what a kangaroo court is. Something like a court that isn't in a courtroom where they're not doing stuff right. Oh no. I didn't mean to. They just took 100 lights off me. Oh. Shouldn't read and drive. I can't read in a vehicle. I'm one of those that gets car sick from reading. I'm normally fine. Also, I think car sickness for me is very heavily related to smells. And I think it's related to the smell of my dad's car growing up. And if I smell his car, which is like very leathery, extremely leathery, like the entire car is like all hot boiling leather inside that is also quite old and musty. And all cigarettes and petrol, those smells along with the leather, absolutely. Those smells together. And then if I even look at a word inside the car, instantly feel sick. I remember growing up, whenever I was ill, or whenever there was like a staff training day at school, or whenever it was in the summer, a lot of the summer, I spent a lot of days just riding the bus with my dad driving the bus. So my dad would be doing the bus routes around all the places, all the towns, all the places nearby. And because my mum would be in work and my grandparents would also be in work, my granddad driving his bus and my nan delivering papers and working in a little shop and whatever, and my mum working in a supermarket, is like the only other place that I could go and be looked after all day was on the bus with my dad. And it was fine most of the time, but sometimes I remember having to like make my dad stop the bus with passengers on it because I needed to go outside and be sick on the wheel of the bus or like in a bush nearby. And it's like all these passengers on the bus like just wanting to go to their destinations, and the driver's son is stopping everybody because he's not well. It's like, I don't know why that was the arrangement. I don't know why there couldn't have been anything better. But, and then a lot of the times as well. I mean, I spent a lot of times, like, just with my parents and grandparents at their jobs growing up. Like, I was on the bus with my granddad a lot of times as well. And his was like a minibus. And it was always, like, down, like, country roads and stuff. And then that was the one that was very, like travel sickness. But then also, my nan, when she started delivering papers, it was definitely illegal. Definitely illegal. Because she had the whole back of the car completely stacked with newspapers for all of the shops and newsagents all around the area. And I would sit in the middle of them like it was a fort. And so I'm in the back of the car, in essentially the boot with the seats, like, laid flat, in a fort of newspaper piles, huge, and it was very, very, like, very dry, because it's, like, paper that's just come off the print, off the reel, and it's, like, paper dust everywhere in the car, and very sharp, like, those kind of bands that they've got around them and stuff, and so I would just be sat in the middle of them all until most of them had been delivered, and then I could have a seat. But I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to go around to all the shops and to go and like take the papers to some of the shops and stuff for my nan. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I suppose James Corden. Oh, not James Corden. I hate that guy. As in the good he was supposed to be. Yeah, no, yeah. In reverse to from late night to acting, the other kind was some good news. I do remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I liked that. That was a very short-lived thing, but I liked that. I did like he was doing that. Actually, I feel like we're being robbed of something awesome because you haven't done it. Sorry for robbing you. Not Corden, no, but I don't know. I feel like if I tried to be doing any kind of seriousness, I feel like that's not me. I mean, I can be serious, but also, I don't ever care to be. And I feel like if I forced myself, it would, I don't know, put forward an expectation of like I'm trying to be like, you know, thinking highly of myself, which I don't in that way. This isn't me talking, like, this isn't me self-deprecating, but like I've got something to say. I've got something that you all need to hear. I have an important voice. I'm not like that. I'm like, I'm just a guy, and if you want to hang out, then cool. Like, you know, let's hang out. So, only do something is what you want to do. Yeah, yeah. I like the idea though. I do like that as that's a very fun way that I could start off doing that kind of stuff. Like as I was saying earlier on, don't be serious. You get people like Trevor Noah and others got humor. Should be able to things. Yeah, I don't even know about reality. I don't even know about that. I feel like if I had it my way, I would just live through Simpsons quotes. Like that would be the bulk of my life. Of my ability to express myself. It would just be through me quoting scenes from The Simpsons. That would be the bulk of it. But no, I do like it. That's a nice idea. Thank you for that. Because I think that's something I could kind of do if... I don't know. This is what I was saying earlier on. This is why I think I need to be part of a group or something. I need to I want to go and be in like a theatre group or something like that. Because I currently have like no motivation like to do things myself. Like I especially with my job, like there's no people around me like inspiring me to want to do these things, because I don't want to live on the internet. I'm a very offline person when I'm not streaming. Like I work very hard to not go on my phone at all, and so I don't really have any kind of like inspiration. I don't really have any kind of like thing that's like I want to be part of that. I want to do that. I don't have anything to like look at and see like, oh, I should work on a thing for me to do that. And I feel like I want to be around people in the real world and to be able to talk to them about kind of like making stuff, being creative and stuff, you know? Who also have enthusiasm for these things. And that's difficult. All these words. No, I thank you. No, I do. I understand. I think it's really good. Yeah. This is something we've been a part of. Those shows already broken down into sections. Like one of them, the whole thing. Yeah. I kind of wish that we had Vine still. I want to go back to Vine. Like, I want to have restrictions in what I can make and just do the most with that. I feel like if I've got too many options, I'm going to struggle more. Which I do. And so I do. If you get my meaning. Okay. I want to have limited options and to do well within those limited options. And then I think I would thrive within that. Oops. Yes, place on backpack. Make the limited option. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Put limits upon myself and then do... Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think the best things are made with limits. I've said this before. But when they try and make a game that is like everything. This is a real living world with every single thing you could possibly imagine in this game. This is the perfect game that has everything in it. It's always a letdown, because that's impossible. You can't fully replicate real life in a video game. But if you limit it to certain game mechanics and make those perfect, then you feel like it's more real, because you're not trying to like brush your teeth and go for a shower and drive your car to work and do all that for the game. Like, you're not trying to live everyday life. You're just trying to do one task, and it's so in-depth and in detail that it's perfect, and that's all it needs to be. Oh, sorry, that duck. I will let that duck run free. As the old saying goes, let your children run wild and free. That's a comment. No, thank you, Anobius. Thank you. No, those are good thoughts. That's a good idea, that. And I might steal it. I know it's a gift to me, those thoughts, but you know, I might very well do that. You got this. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. That means a lot to me. But not today. I'm sleepy today. That's the problem. I'm sleepy most days. And this is why I need to stop caring about work. Because all it's doing is draining all of my energy that I want to put into things I actually care about. Because for a while, I did think that I cared about this job. And for a while, I did. But it doesn't give me back anything. I give and give and give and give and give, and they never give back. I never get anything. In fact, they just take even more. Do you want to brush your teeth in-game? Or do you want to put these Tetrix? Sorry? Tetris. There we go. Blocks together, make them disappear. Yeah. But done in the most satisfying, perfect Tetris block disappearing way. That's what you want. You don't want real life simulator. Real life is boring. This is why we make video games. We don't need to have dynamic, real-time hair growth on a character. We don't need that. It's kind of cool. It's like, whatever, cool. I'm kind of digging at Red Dead Redemption 2 at the moment, really. Because it's like, oh, wow, we've got horse private parts that contract and expand in different weathers and stuff. Look how immersive this game is. Whoa, look, the light goes through the characters' earlobes in a realistic way. It's like, who actually cares? I'm playing this game to be a cowboy, baby. Why would I care if horse testicles are accurate in the game? Why on earth would I care? Who spent time doing that when you could have, like, added more fun missions and stuff? I don't know. It's so silly. It's still playing at the moment. It's a good game. It's a good game. But, like, I don't see why they put effort into these things in these games. It's like, will that make any difference to the experience of the game? Or is that just a marketing ploy just to be like, whoa, get this. This game has so much detail, it even has realistic horse bits, you know? Yeah. Again, loved the game when it came out, but I don't think I can replay Red Dead Redemption 2. I've tried many times. It's just never gonna be different. It's like, it's a story. It's a story game, which is great. You need that sometimes. But it's the same story every time. And there's not much wiggle room with that. And there's not much... It's an immersive world. It's a lovely world to be in. But I get so bored of it if I try and replay it. I replayed Red Dead Redemption 1, and that was great. I had a great time playing that. Because it felt more video gamey. Whereas Red Dead Redemption 2, I feel like I'm just trying to keep a guy alive. I'm just trying to keep a living human man alive. And that's a lot of responsibility. I'm looking after this cowboy with no hygiene. I'm just trying to make him eat and sleep and survive and not get shot. That's like, that's too much for me. It's too much. I just want to be a cowboy, baby. Cowboy, baby. Right, where has deliveries for the places I want to deliver to? Let's have a look. Pioneer, that's one of them. Why are they not in the order in which I met them? That seems incorrect. Okay, the mechanic has stuff for him, so I'll go and do something to the mechanic, for the mechanic, not to the mechanic. I'm not going to do anything to him. First. Ooh, I guess Hartman's lab, I guess. It's quite annoying. Fine, Hartman's lab, I suppose. And if I find any other things along the way, then I'll pick those up as I go. When you're working opposite Ryan Gosling in 2030. Yeah. As a cowboy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even care if I'm successful or not. I don't even care. I don't want to. I don't know. I don't think I want to be honest. Too much pressure. I just want to be in a world that I enjoy more than business. Because I don't enjoy it. Everyone I talk to in work is just so unhappy. Like, they're not then they're not having. No one's enjoying working in this stuff. Like, main thing is, yeah, that's exactly it. And what's the point? You only got one life. You got one life. You got to do with it what you can. And so, just don't waste time climbing a ladder you don't care about. And I feel like I've always kind of known that, but at the same time I've just been like, well, this is where the money is, and I need money to do the things I want to do. And it's like, I'm never going to be rich. We're not living in a world where we can become rich by simply working a job. That's not going to happen. It just doesn't work. Like, even people as managers in work, all of them still complain about money as well, and it's like, okay, it's not actually going to get easier. So I might as well just, with no money, go for the things I want to do anyway, and just go for it. Start now. No, that's not a thing. Did the people that join off the numbers of views? Absolutely, it's not country's fault that. It's I know. Well, no, that was a thing from the very start for me. Like with starting on Twitch, because I remember seeing a lot of people starting out the same time as me, and making such a deal about viewer numbers, and also a big thing that I think, because a lot of them, you don't see them anymore. There's a lot of names, a lot of people I met when I started on Twitch like 4-5 years ago now, who are no more. They are no more. They do not go on Twitch. They are nowhere near this world anymore. A lot of people stayed, but a lot of them started at the same time as me, started with similar audiences, similar view numbers and stuff, but only cared about that little number in the corner. About how many people are watching currently. And you'd see, when you'd go in, you'd see that have like, 0 to 1 people, and they would not be doing anything. They would be waiting for someone to show up, and then they'd start talking or start doing something. And it's like, you're only waiting for an audience then. That's all you're doing. You're not actually enjoying playing a game. You're not enjoying being here doing stuff. You're just sitting and waiting for people to come to you, for you to then do something. Like, no. What? That's not gonna get you anywhere. Like, if you're here performing, doing something. Hi, Lynx. Hi, my friendo. One of the OGs right here. What's the point? You know, why are you doing this? You're doing this for that little number. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for that little number in the corner. The big names are there because they got the traction many moons ago, which was small and well, yeah. There's a lot of those. I see a lot of the big ones are people who are famous from other things. I say famous, who are already in the games industry. A lot of those. People who got lucky. People who, are friends with other people. But then that's a big part of it as well, networking and stuff, which I've done a bit of, but then it got to a point where it was like, why am I spending loads of time networking and like trying to do all of that when what my real passion is just chilling with the people who want to be here anyway. And if they find me, they find me, and they find the group, and they find us, and we all chill and hang out together. But I don't need to be out there actively like saying like, so my channel has all of this stuff going on. You would love my channel. Everybody, come and follow, like and subscribe. Make sure you come and hang out with me. You're not going to regret it. You're going to have a great time with us. That's not me. That's disingenuous for me, and I can't do that. It's like I was about to say, many big studios already. Yeah, it's so true. Yeah. Networking is very yeah. Clipping. Oh god. clip them all you want. But it's like, I'm never putting those anywhere. I'm not putting those onto my social medias. There was one the other week where it was like, Enobius, you clipped me and you said like Dan being a real one. Oh yeah, that was it. It was when I was talking about like I'm not gonna, if you hear me say like and subscribe and stuff in a YouTube video, then you know I've sold out. Like, I'm not putting that anywhere. That's the kind of thing that's like, yes, that's fun for us to chat about, and it's funny. I like doing it. But that's not. I don't want to be a commentator. I don't want to be a reactionary kind of creator, like talking about current trends and people and the things that they do. and like criticizing stuff, and it's like there's so many people already doing that. I don't need to add to the voices. There's enough there already. There's already way too many. We've got enough opinions. Thank you. That's enough opinions. Thank you. I'm full. I don't need any more. If I had another bite, I would simply burst. Can I get to Hartman's lab? I can. I can drive it, can't I? I just went the wrong way. Because I'm not paying attention. I'm just driving. This is what I need to do sometimes. I sometimes just need a driving game. This is why Simpsons Hit and Run is just the perfect game for me. Because it is just driving. And I already know all the missions, and I know all the shortcuts and everything. And I can simply turn my brain off and just finish the game. It's a perfect game. Let's just have a bit of yeah. Lynx, there's gonna be new people in your club in these next 2 weeks. Because currently, you are the only person that I have met from streaming in real life. That is going to change as of tomorrow and also next Saturday. So I'm so sorry. You're not going to be the sole member of that club anymore. You have been for so long. You are still number one, though. You are still number one. You are still the first. So, you know, you've still got that claim to fame. I've got that claim to fame from meeting you. But, he was number one! Smitty Jürgen Jägerman Jensen, or whatever his name was. Was that right? Smitty Jürgen Jägerman Jensen, or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow meeting Sailor Jason's, and next Saturday meeting Hush. So it's gonna be fun. This is what it's all about. Werben, not Jurgen. Werben, yeah. Smitty Werben Jägerman Jensen. Yeah, there we go. I was very close though, wasn't I? I was very close. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Fun little hangout. Fun little hangout. Reason to go outside. Superhero team out, yeah. All of us. Need you there, Nobius. One day, mate, you will. You will. What? Which superhero will you be? Which one? I don't know which one I'd be. Oh, it's hypotheticals. I don't like hypotheticals, and yet I dish them out. You know me. I don't like being asked hypotheticals because I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just something about them that I just don't. It just doesn't gel with my brain. I'm just like, if I was a type of fruit, which one would I be? It's like, I don't know. Don't have it. Doctor Strange. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool one. You can kind of do anything with stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not everything. Anything. I don't know. There's a lot of options there. Just change reality. That's a good one. Oh, this is actually a really easy route to get there. Why have I not been going this way? Sorry, my voice went very high then. Why have I not been going this way? Also, Inobi, since you mentioned, like, last week, the stuff with, what's his name? That streamer, that annoying guy. The guy with the deep voice. The guy who talks a bit like this, and he has so many opinions, and he's always right about everything. I watched some, like, explaining videos about, like, what's currently going on with the Stop Killing Games... Pirate Software, with the Stop Killing Games stuff. And I watched a couple of videos, like, and clips of him and stuff, and it's like, what a loser. Like, come on. Like, if that's, like, what you do when you get, like, high up in Twitch streaming and stuff, it's like, why have you got to be like that? Why can't you just be chill? Why have you got to be right about everything? Like, I am wrong about stuff constantly. And you learn from being wrong. You learn from being wrong. It's how we do everything. Like, you can't ever get anything right the first time. If you do, then you're some kind of robot, and that's whatever. Like, that's no one. That's not a real person. Losing 10,000 viewers a day, well, fair enough. But yeah, but what kind of stood out to me was the whole thing of his voice. Where it was like, interviews outside of streaming, and it's like, yeah, just sounds like a normal guy. Yeah, thank you, everybody. It's great to be here. Yeah, this has been a great day today. And then on the actual Twitch clips is, the voice is like this, and this is just why my voice just dropped when I was 33, and my doctor says that this is quite normal. This is a normal thing that happened to my voice, and this is just my voice now. So yeah, I'm cursed with this deep voice. Yes, I'm afraid. And banning people for, like, making jokes against him. Like, you can roast me however you want, do whatever you want, I don't care. I take compliments the same as I take insults, because I don't know how to react to either. I was on the train the other day. That, your hair is orange, boom, roasted. Ah! I was on the train the other day, as I normally am. And there were two young lads, and I don't know if they've had a couple of drinks, but they were very young. They looked like they were too young to have had a couple of drinks. But they were kind of like heckling me, like, as I was, like, waiting to get off the train. I was standing at the door, waiting to press the button to get off the train, and these two young lads are just like, oi mate, hey mate. I was like, hello, hi. And he said, you got a nice beard. I was like, thank you. I like your beard. Thank you. You've said that. Okay. Is that a tattoo? It's cool. It's like, thank you. Thank you, I guess. And it's like, I don't know. Either way, could have been an insult. Could have been a compliment. I have no idea. It came out as a compliment. It felt like an insult. And my reaction to both was, okay. You have a good day, mate. Cheers. Thanks. Right. Yeah. You're just being friendly. Cool. Have a good day. You know? They were like, I don't know. It could have been the kind of thing where it's like, I could see them doing it as a bit. Where it's like, we're just going to interact with people and say nice things to them, and they're going to be freaked out. Like, I could see that as the bit. And it's like, cool, I guess. You have your fun. Big students another time of accountability. I guess if that's their, like, if they get into that mindset where it's like, this is my job, I need this to go well, it's all about the numbers, it's all about the money, it's all about the viewership, it's all about the ads, it's all about the sponsorships, it's all about everything. I've got to be right, I've got to be the best. It's not worth it. Who wants to live like that? Well, as well, viewers, but affects how many people he has been putting off, yeah. It's a normal thing that happens when you use effects. With the voice thing. Wait, is it the voice thing? I can't remember which bit I was talking about when you said that bit. Pee on red, roasted. Actually, that does hurt my soul a little bit. The reminder of the Blueprints game, that does hurt me a bit. Hey, good scenes like that. They're trying to decide me on weird. Yeah, but then sometimes it's like I can jive. That's not the word. I don't know. I have no idea where that word came from. I have no idea why I came up with that word. But I can jive with that kind of vibe, you know? Chillax dudes. Like, I'm down with the kids, you know? But it's like, if there's like a group of like teenagers or whatever trying to be a bit funny with you, like, I can let them have it. And it doesn't affect me. It's like, it's fully like, you could never affect me. Nothing you could ever say could ever affect me. But it's like, they'll say something like, oh, nice bag, mate. Oh, nice hair. And I'm like, thank you very much. Thank you. And it's like, they don't know what to do with it if you take it as a compliment. Like, they don't know what to do with it if you, like, fully, like, play into their bit with them. Because they'll be like, oh, I guess you're playing along, but you're also kind of like, we'll have to double down. But then I'll just double down back. And it's kind of fine. Because it's just, I know they're just having fun. Because I was there. I've been there. I've never really been the one to be confident to do that to adults and stuff. I guess I'm an adult now. Well, that's something. But I'll be in groups of people doing that to people. And it's like, you know, you kind of want them to play along. Kind of. Or to be freaked out and scared and run away. It's those two things. You don't want them to break down and cry. That's what you don't want. Because then that makes you feel bad. Even if you are a kid trying to cause trouble, if a grown adult just cries in front of you, that's probably not quite what you wanted. You know, you've got to play along. It's a joke. You know, it's just your jive talking, telling me lies. Jive. In the words of Lemmy, don't back down, double down. Always double down. Always double down. Yeah, promise to never sell out. No, we have this clip. Don't you dare use that against me. No, I don't care. Do whatever you want. What was the other thing I was going to mention? There was another thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. But, there's a lady in work. She's a bit older than everybody else. She's been there for a while. I don't know. I don't want to put an age on her because she acts very young. Like, but you know, white hair. She's been there for at least 30 or even maybe 40 years in the same environment of work, the same people and stuff. And but she's very, very fashion. Very fashion. Like, she's got like pictures on the wall next to her desk of like celebrity icons like Dolly Parton and stuff, like that kind of style. And she's got that kind of style with the kind of things she wears and stuff, the way she has her hair and stuff. And I hadn't seen her for a couple of weeks, but I walked into the office yesterday, and she commented like, "Oh, your hair's looking very long, very big. It's very cool." And I was like, "Thank you, yeah, but I this isn't like." I don't know what I'm doing with it. This is kind of just like the in-between kind of zone of like, I want to do something different with it, but I don't know what. And it was a nice little interaction of like, you know, oh, wow, that's cool. Well, you know, excited to see what you do with it, she said and stuff. And so, you know, little comments like that. There's not always like, it wasn't like a full-on compliment, but it was an interest. That's what I appreciated more. Rather than a compliment, or even an insult, or any kind of comment like that. It was like, it was just like a recognition. A recognition of like, oh, I see you doing something. I can see that you're doing a thing. I'm doing something! Wait, stop! I'm doing something! 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 shakes, 55 fries! I like that bit a lot. Anyway, the point is, you're adulting now. Wait, never been an adult most of my life. Yeah, no, I don't feel like an adult. Not at all. Adulting quite well. I don't know about that. And having introspection well before you have no more years to think about it. Well, that's very true. I mean, I've always known these kind of like things of like, oh no, you know, don't get stuck in a dead-end job and don't, you know, pursue something that you know you don't really care about. Like, actually try and go towards the things you want to do in life, and try and learn about the things you want to do in life and pursue those things. And I've always known to tell other people that advice, but I've not really been doing it myself. And so, yeah. And so this is my time. This is my song. This is my something. This is my one song. That's what this is. This is my fuel. This is my moment. This is my life force. This is real. This is me. Should I dip a rich tea in my Red Bull? No, I shouldn't. I don't know why that came to my mind. I've just got half an eaten biscuit here, and the only drink I have next to me is Pepsi Max and Red Bull. And I'm like, do I dip? Do I dip and find out what this is like? I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I've thought of it now. I can't stop myself. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. We gotta let that light shine on me. There's a hair. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Because why not? I'm scared. Okay. somehow that tasted like vodka. I have no idea how. But I distinctly got alcohol from that. It's sugar-free Red Bull and Pepsi Max, and with a rich tea biscuit. Have I just found the chemical reaction that creates alcohol? Have I just discovered it? Is it Red Bull, Pepsi Max, and rich tea biscuits? Is that what makes alcohol? There's something with grains. I'm thinking something with grains. Some grains and then chemicals make the grains go bzz, 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 and then they're alcohol. That was really quite strong. That was weird. That was very strange. It was grains. Yeah. That wasn't great. That was I'd do it again. I'd do it again for money, but yeah. Just like I did the I say money. I'd do it again for whatever reason I want to. Just like when I did the hot sauce, which I still have as a memory from like 3 years ago. It was so long ago. It was a long time ago that I drank this whole bottle of hot sauce. And I posted it onto Instagram the other week because I've started putting everything onto Instagram, all my clips and stuff. And one of my friends from real life, I mean, you're all real life, but one of my friends from like close proximity life, sent me a message and said, "Whoa, did that hurt when you did that? What game are you playing?" And I'm like, that was like 3 years ago, mate. Like, that was like a long time ago. I'm sure I mentioned it at some point. Like, that was just ages ago. This wasn't recent. And my auntie commented on it as well and was like, "Whoa, you're crazy. You're bonkers, but love you." Yeah. Lord of the Hot Sauce, you saw it live? Yes. Yes. The OGs were here. That was a long time ago, that. Had to make pizza. Yaha! Yaha!
Patched up and good to go.
Patched up, good to go. When I told people in work, when I was in Toulouse, with the staff who were in Toulouse with me, I told the group there about my streaming stuff, and they asked me some questions and stuff, and I said, well, one time, one of the things I did, I drank a whole bottle of hot sauce, and I don't think anyone with any real conviction could say, I mean, Tabasco, it's not the hottest hot sauce. It's pretty standard. It's not that hot. It's splash. That's the word I was looking for. Splash a little bit of Tabasco hot sauce on your food, and it gives it a bit of a kick, but it's not like gonna completely knock you out. It's not like full on super hot sauce. It's just a little bit spicy. But drinking a whole bottle of it is another question entirely. Yeah, a couple of drops in your food is not that hot, no. But drinking it, the whole bottle, into your mouth, down your throat, and into your stomach, every single surface within your esophagus, completely coated in it, that's gonna hurt, even if it isn't the most spicy. And so when I told these people in work, one of them, in particular, said, "Oh, Tabasco, it's nothing, that's not that hot at all." And I was like, well, it was still a lot. It really did hurt. I'm not like trying to make me feel like I was a bit of a wimp for not being able to handle it. And I was like, have you ever drunk a whole bottle of it? You haven't drunk a whole, it's not, and like wasn't backing down, and it was like, this was the personality of that person. And it was like, there's no fight in this argument. It was not an easy feat. That's all I can say. Yes, it could have been worse. It could have been a spicy kind of hot sauce. There are spicier, much spicier. But for what it was, it's not easy. noisy. Am I proud of it? Who's to say? Who's to say? It was a funny clip to have, and I'm glad that I have it now. I want to sleep. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh, I'm going out into Cardiff tomorrow. It's gonna be fun now. It's gonna be fun. Fun day out. But the thing is, I can't spend any money. I've got to not spend any money because I've spent too much. It was my birthday at the start of the month, so I spent a lot of money. And next week is my dad's birthday. And don't get me started on, I don't know what to do for that. I haven't got a clue what to do for that. Because it's like, he doesn't really have interests. It's like, what do you get? What do you get? A dad these days? It's just a dad thing, I reckon, isn't it? A bouquet of roses, yeah. I don't know. He has got, like, some sentimental things in the house, like, from the past few years. But that's only with my stepmom. Like, and I think it's more her being the sentimental one, with wanting, like, pieces of slate with their anniversary dates on it and stuff. And it's like, I don't know if he so much cares for that, or if that's, I don't know. But then you never know, because it's like when me and my sister were younger, we got him a garden gnome that was wearing a Liverpool Football Club outfit, and he kept that for years. Like, and he took that with him everywhere. And it was like, was that the perfect gift? Can we not top a Liverpool garden gnome? Like, what do you want? I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Can't be tired yet. You go to, that's not raining that time soon. Nah. Getting my car with a golf club on it, and then a voucher for B&Q. He's never played golf. He's not a golf guy, I'm afraid. It would be easy if he was. Did I have stuff for him? But I've left it in the car. Oh wait, I've got nothing. No, it's for the mechanic. It's for the mechanic. That's who the stuff I've got in the car is for. Just about different, but I know. I mean, I said this earlier on about, because I was working graduation yesterday. And so it was all of the you know, people who've graduated undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. So people who, I suppose, early to mid-20s. Maybe a lot of 24, 25-year-olds there, I suppose. And all of the dads, all so grumpy, so fed up of being there. Like, the mums are all there taking photos, so proud, wearing their dresses and whatever, and you know, their sun hats and lots of flowers and everything, and the dads are just there in their black and their grey suits, just like, where are we going now? What are we doing now? We're going to stand over there. Where are we going? You're leading. What are we doing? Like, just, like, no enthusiasm for life. I don't get it. But most cars for dads are either car, whiskey, or golf. I know. It's like Starbucks. When you turn into a dad of that generation, you got to pick. What are you into? Cars, alcohol, or golf? Which you got to choose. Which is the typing? Which is the super effective for those? Whiskey beats car because you shouldn't drive while drinking. Car beats golf because if you're driving a car, you could run over someone playing golf quite easily. And golf is super effective against whiskey because golf, you can play that drunk. You can play that drunk, so you're allowed. So it doesn't have any effect on it. That's the way around it. We found it. We found it. That's the new Pokemon game right there. Give him a signed personal picture of Sigourney Weaver. I mean, I would never know with my dad. Like, I mean, because it was only like, I don't know, not that many years ago that, like, I will mention things like Star Wars or like sci-fi programs from the 70s and stuff. And then he'll just drop this lore bomb and be like, oh yeah, I used to love that. I had the posters, I had the books, I had everything for all of that. And it's like, what? And like, oh, you had a you had games consoles. Like, what games? It's like, oh, I played all these games. It's like, why? Why have you never told me about any of these? Why was my childhood so devoid of any culture, and yet you knew about these things? And why was I only brought up on Thomas the Tank Engine and nothing else, when you knew all of these other cool things existed and didn't show me any of them? Why? Why did you not want to show me any culture? Why was the only music I was brought up on was what happened to be on in the car when we were driving to your different people you were seeing? Oh, I don't know. Open the Pokeball is just a golf club. I was going to think it was a golf ball, but a golf club, you know? Once upon it once, car cleaning sprays or a North Face t-shirt. Goodness gracious. But the thing is, right, I think I know what I'm going to kind of do for my dad, I think. Is going to be something for his shed. Because he's just put up a new shed. And he's put his tools in his shed. And he's put them up all nicely on the walls and stuff. And so I think I'm going to have to... But then the thing is, right, I'm now contending with my step-siblings. Who, arguably, maybe, have spent more time with him through formative years than I or my sister, who are his actual offspring, have spent with him. Like, because I don't remember all of my childhood. I remember more of my teens, and I remember the bulk of it being with my mum. And when my dad started seeing the person he's now married to, like, her kids, because they lived together, like, were constantly with my dad. And they constantly spent time with him. And now, a lot of the time, they really treat him like... Because their actual dad isn't in the picture. So, they know him better than I do, really, now. Because they're with him all the time. And so they're going to get him better stuff for his birthday than I will be able to. And I think they all align. They're all similar kind of people as well. They're all people who love a pub. They're all people who love to go out and have a drink. And their idea of a holiday is getting sunburned and sitting by the pool and drinking for the entirety of it. That's the kind of people they all are. And that's not me. And people who love cars and who love driving and love all that kind of world as well. And that's not me. And so it's like I don't mesh well. They're all lovely people. They're all lovely.
Order completed. Well
But
done.
it's just not the same. Not the same kind of people. Okay. I don't think this is going to get me many likes, to be honest, delivering this. It's only small cargo. Cargo boom boom, cargo fast.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Probably had like 30 minutes to an hour's worth of combo with my dad. Like, yeah. Yeah. Life is like that sometimes. People are very into material things. Don't really just spend time with someone. Yeah. I'm into material things in the way that not like material in the sense of like I want something expensive. I want something like if I received something that someone's put time into, that means a whole lot more to me. And that's something that I'll probably keep forever, kind of thing. And that's the kind of thing I like to do with gifts for people I care about as well. Like something like that I've made. Like something like that I've put time into either getting or making, kind of thing. But then when it's like, you know, a parent you don't really know that much about what they like. I mean, in total, yeah, that's life sometimes, isn't it? It's pretty rough, but you know, we turn out the way we are in spite of them, not because of them, you know, and honestly, we learn from our parents, even if they don't do things right. We learn from their mistakes as well, even if they are numerous. So you gotta take that Can't credit them for it, but you can take that from the experience, can't you? I could complain all day. I shouldn't. I shouldn't though. Let's move a thought. Complaints that other people. Oh, absolutely. But then again, I mean, I don't want to sound depressing, but I don't get that very often. There's very few people that I can just spend time with. Like, I think my sister's the closest, I guess, but even then we argue when we're near each other for too long. Although maybe that's just when my mum's around. That might just be it. We've grown up a lot since, like, we spent more time together. But when I'm with my mum, I end up arguing with her because she'll just tell me what to do, and it'll just get to me. It'll just push my buttons. And my dad, it's kind of like, it's just kind of like we don't really talk that much. Like, we don't really. And then friends and stuff, it's like I do enjoy when friends visit and stuff, but also it's like I do. It's never enjoyed to an extent where it's like I will sacrifice my sleep to hang out for longer, kind of thing. I went to the wrong place. I was supposed to go to the Pioneer. I would love for that to be the case. I would love to, you know, hang out with friends and be like, oh, I don't want this night to ever end. Let's just hang out till the sun rises. Let's just hang out and you know, just stay chill and playing games as long as we possibly can. But I just don't. I haven't had that in a long time. I did have that for a while, like sort of like end of high school, sixth form kind of thing. But friends you make as an adult, it's hard to find that. Yeah, it's very hard. Is that Jeff? I have no idea. I have no idea. Did I reference Community? I love Community, but it's the one show that I can never remember anything from. I've watched it multiple times, and people will quote it to me, but I will never ever remember anything that happened in it. Ever. So much of it, I just instantly forget. Not that it's a forgettable show, it's a brilliant show, but I think, I don't know, it just doesn't stay in my brain. It just disappears. Except for cool. That's there. That's fine. The moment place never had a visitor, something like, oh. Just uni cat. Cat's cool though. Cats are cool. Oh, Britta's in this? Yeah. Getting rid of the Britta. Getting rid of the bee. She's a GDB. Getting rid of the Britta. Getting rid of the bee. She's a no good bee. Oh, Chevy Chase. What a strange, peculiar, messed up guy. It's just so funny how he is his character. It's like, you're leaving me out? Why are you treating me differently? Why am I not the center of attention? Why am I not the main character? Like, it's so funny how they cast him so perfectly like that. I should rewatch it. It's just, I never remember. I never remember. Opposite of 9/11. Wait. Never, no. Yeah. Yes. 6 seasons of the movie. Yeah, those are some good quotes. Those are like the main ones. I guess I remember those. But only since you've said them. If you asked me to try and quote Community, I don't think there's much. Troy and Abed in the morning. That might be it. Well, then there's that episode with the monkey. Yeah, I have. I liked it when Keith David was in it. I like Keith David. I'm always happy whenever I see Keith David. Always happy. But I always just see him as Anderson. Admiral Anderson.
It's night already. That's
They even did a talk show. Yeah, huh?
God.
Why won't you like me? Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me without making me try? I gotta be like Grace Kelly. Ooh, but my looks were too sad. So I tried a little Freddy. I got identity mad. And I'll ruin that. Mad. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. Gotta be green, gotta be mean, gotta be everything more. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Why don't you walk out the door? Getting angry doesn't solve anything. How can I help it? How can I help it? How can I help what you think? Hello my baby, putting my life on the brink. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Why don't you like yourself? Should I bend over? Should I look older just to be put on your shelf? I try to be like Grace Kelly, ooh, but my looks were too sad. So I tried a little Freddy. Whoa, look at that nebula! I got an identity mad. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. Gotta be green, gotta be mean, gotta be everything more. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Walk out the door. Woo! I can't sing today. I've got no concept of self. I've got no strings to hold me down, to make me sad or make me frown. I had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me. Dun 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 dun. I want the world to know, but a little dun dun dun. Oh, I got no strings. But what's going on up there? I need a live band is what I need. Need your own dreamatorium room. Yes, please. It's like that Ian Field clip. I've got nothing left. Wait. I need to see it. Wait. I feel like I'll know it when I see it. I've got nothing left! I've got nothing left! So relatable. Oh, I've got nothing left! I've got nothing left! I've got nothing left! Hold on, there's noises outside. I just want to see what's going on. Hold on. Just someone drunk. What's been in my head recently? I saw a clip, and I don't remember where it came from. I don't know where I saw it, but it was like a guy on anesthesia. He was like lying in a hospital bed, and he was like, doctor, 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 and the doctor. I like it. It sounds good. And so sometimes it'll come to my head, and I'll just like keep repeating it, and I don't know. It's one of those things. It's one of the things. Doctor, doctor, oh doctor. Doctor! Yoo-hoo! Doctor! I'm dying! Doctor! We need some help over here! Doctor! Like if you're in an emergency or something, like, is anybody here? A doctor! Someone's choking in a restaurant. It's like, we need a doctor! Oh, doctor! Oh dear. Anyway, did I do it? Oh no! Why did it not give me the? Nice. I built a road. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? I got my mind set on you. 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 But it's gonna take money. A whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time, a whole lot of precious time. If Louis Armstrong sang that song instead, it's gonna take plenty of time to do it right, child. Just see the guy who knows you as things like, no, I haven't seen him in ages. Because they gutted the cafe that was in my building and replaced it with a tiny little room that has no lights, that has some very dark furniture. It's a very dark, horrible little corner. It's not even a room. It's not even a room. It's a little cubbyhole area that used to have like a cafe bar with a couple of muffins in a case. Is all it really was. And now it's just 2 vending machines, a sink, and a couple of chairs. And so no. And then there's a cafe kind of nearby that I sometimes go to, but it has an Italian guy who wears a cravat. And I saw him at the graduation ceremony yesterday, and I've never asked his name and not had a real conversation with him. I've just kind of like been like, oh, you're all right, mate? You have a good day today? Yeah, oh, don't you worry, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers. And that's the extent of my interactions with him. But he said, tomorrow is my last day. I'm leaving. I'm like, oh, well, good luck. Great to have known you. Like, bye-bye. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. I don't know. It's like, good luck. It's like, I guess it means a lot to him, and it's like, I would love to give him a moment of like, oh, it's going to be so sad to not see you every 3 or so weeks when I decide I want a Snickers. Like, it's, I don't know him. I don't know him. It's not Snickers. That's not the Snickers guy, though. It's a different guy. It's a different guy, though. Different dude. No, wrong button. No, what are you doing? Stop her! Stop her! Oompa loompa doompa dee doo. I've got another puzzle for you. Oompa loompa doompa dee doy. Bum bum bum. I don't know no. I don't know what bit goes next. I don't know. I never did get to tell him that I don't like Snickers that much though. But I did tell him when I had like a fancy Snickers last year in Toulouse, because we went to a fancy restaurant and I ordered the deconstructed Snickers. Is what I ordered. It was pretty good. It was basically just like a handmade Snickers in a fancy French restaurant. Train traversal? Up to level 5? I can traverse those trains. Why not, Snickers guy? He wouldn't even know what I'm talking about. He would be baffled. Oh, but there was one. It was quite a difficult. I won't say too much about this, but yesterday, when I was in the waiting area for helping out with graduation with the whole ceremony thing, I sat down and I was sat with a manager who I interact with sometimes. She's pretty nice. We don't really work together, but I see her quite often, and so it was nice to have a little chat. But also we were sat with an older academic, and having a little chat. and he said that he'd recently. Now this is quite sad now. This isn't jokes now. He'd lost his grandson. Complications after he wasn't well in hospital, and it was very sad, and it was just I had no idea how to. I didn't know what to say, because this guy is like, you know, he's high up there, he's well respected. There's so many people around him who, you know, he's done so much work there. He's been there for years, and he's got so many people he can talk to. But he said that he'd not really told anyone yet, and it was quite recent. And it was me and this other admin person kind of chatting to him about it, and it's like I'm glad that I'm not alone here, because I don't know what else to say. Just that I'm really sorry. It's like I got nothing. I'm just very sorry. Like, so yeah, it was quite tough. It's quite tough. They're making a Willy Wonka reality show. Can I even begin to wrap my head on that? Isn't that just like, I don't even know what that would be. Isn't that just Mr. Beast? Isn't that just Mr. Beast? Isn't he just doing that, but like with actual money, and making people dance for money and cry over money? And then they're like standing there crying because they haven't won any money, saying like, oh no, my parents are gonna die now because I needed money to get them new kidneys. And Mr. Beast is like, sorry, you lost, I'm sorry, better luck next time, the guys in front of you took all the money, you didn't get to have any, never mind. And these people are crying their eyes out. And he's just like, yeah, I know I've got billions, and I could just spare you an extra couple thousand, but no, that's part of the game, you lost. Also, Netflix, yeah, I don't know what Netflix, I don't even watch Netflix anymore. Never on Netflix now these days. What am I even doing now? I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, this is honestly, we could have done this stream without the game, to be honest. This was definitely more of a chatting kind of stream. I have that kind of tiredness right now where it's like it's all in my bones. It's like all in my muscles, and it's like everything kind of hurts. A bit of a dull hurting. I had 2 ibuprofen and 2 paracetamol after the graduation ceremony yesterday, when my feet were killing me, and I felt so much better for a couple of hours, and it was such relief. And I don't want to have painkillers now, because it's like I'm at home, I'm chill, I'm fine, I'm like just relaxing, whatever. I don't have to do anything that I have to, like, you know, kind of like tough it out or whatever. But it's like I've still got a dull pain, dull aching, you know. I've grown quite wary. Never seen a single Mr. Beast video, I'll keep it that way. No, yeah, no. I mean, I've just seen clips of it, and it's always clips of like, you know, people have got to complete a challenge, and then whoever finishes the challenge first gets their first dibs on this massive mountain of money, and they can take as much as they want, but then the person behind them is left with what's left, and there's another person behind them, another person behind them, and so you've got to hope the people in front of you take a fair split compared to other people. It's like, it's like the what's the name of that film? There's a film that's like, it's called like The Lift or something. It's some kind of weird thing where it's like a class system where everyone's randomly assigned a floor, and there's like a lift in the middle that lowers down with a buffet with loads of food and drinks and everything on it, and it goes to the top first, and it makes its way all the way down, and people at the top have as much as they want, and then as it goes further and further down, you just got to hope there's stuff left. And it's a comment on society and whatever. And it feels like what Mr. Beast kind of did was just like a replica of that, but in terms of money. What are you doing, Klaus? What are you doing? I like to baffle him. I like to, when he starts going naughty and yelling, I like to just do a yell. I like to meow back at him, but hold the note and confuse him. So like he'll go meow meow, and I'll just go meow and just pretend something's broken and it'll confuse him. Is that mean? Is that... He's a little gremlin. Hi, Bubba Binks. Good to see you, my friend. I think we're coming towards the end of the stream because I am extremely tired. I can feel sighs just releasing out of me in just heavy breaths, and I'm like, oh. Also my neck a lot lately. Yeah, so there will unfortunately not... Klaus, don't clean your bum in front of the camera. Why is he gonna do that? I didn't mention this. I forgot to mention it earlier on. I was so annoyed today when I got home. I honestly, such a long day, so tired. Got home, thought, right, just feed the cats, maybe clean up the cat litter if I have to, if there's anything in there, and just, you know, sort out the house, and then off to bed because I'm so tired. Came home, instant smell of cat poo. I was like, okay, well, I've done a poo in the cat litter. Fine, whatever, I'll go clean it out. Went into the porch where the cat litter tray is. Somebody decided to drag their bum on the floor and leave a full-on poo line all the way across the porch, all the way along the floor. And they must have done it early in the day because it was baked onto there. It was like the sun had like seared it onto the hard floor. Sorry, it's not a great not a great conversation, not a great topic, but it was so frustrating that I got home, wanted to just lie down and go to sleep, and I had to get on my hands and knees and scrub. Meow! I agree. I don't know which one of you it was, but I'm going to be putting together a full investigation to find out, and that person will be paying for their crimes. I don't know. Right. I need to have like a counter for ums to get me to stop saying That's what I need. London Underground unveils a new line called the Poo Line. Oh no. It's not a very long line, but it is very stinky. Okay. I don't notice you saying it much. I feel like whenever there's like a switch in between topic, it's like if I finish saying something I wanted to say, it turns into okay, I'm done. Then the next thing I talk about is like there's always an in the middle. There's not much ums in my actual sentences. I'm not like thinking how to say things but it's whenever I'm going from one topic to another, there's always a big defined that I always notice, and I hate it because I always notice it after I've already said it. I can't stop myself before I've already said it because I only notice it after I've already said it. It's annoying. I just need to let that silent moment happen. I think that's what I'm trying to... I always try to avoid any kind of silences. I constantly want to keep on having some kind of conversation happening. And so even in those moments in between... What am I doing with my hands right now? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? What are you... You're moving everywhere in weird shapes. What are you doing? Just... Stay there. Stay there. To glue my hands down as well. Okay. Do we have anyone that we'd like to raid? I did it again! I did it again! Stop it! Because, I'm tired. I'm very, very tired. And if we can pass on the fun to somebody else... Iron Wolf and Mama Sloth are on... Oh, no, it's too difficult to choose! It's too difficult to choose! Can I go by what games they're playing? What games are they playing? Let's have a look. Those are some excellent people. See you Monday. It's gonna be Monday. Just another manic Monday. Whoa, wish it was Sunday. 'Cause that's my fun day. If you've got a moment, my lovely moderators, just because there's so many people on right now who we could raid, Could we have like a couple of shout outs? Like, could we have one for Toranako88? And we'll raid Iron Wolf, because we haven't raided Iron Wolf in a long time. And then also a shout out for Mama Sloth. Excellent, amazing, wonderful streamers. Incredible vibes. Better than my vibes by far. It's Mama underscore sloth 93. I'm so sorry. I'm not helping here, am I? I'm not helping by just shouting out words and expecting you to I don't know, transcribe them. I don't know. Okay, your vibes are good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. This is me not knowing how to take a compliment. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's go on a raid. Let's do this. Where am I going? Okay. Oop. Oh, no, wrong thing. Oh dear. Well, there's the emotes. There's the raid message. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay. Thank you all for hanging out, friends. I very, very nearly almost didn't stream today. I was like, I was this close to just having a nap on the sofa and just napping through the time that would have been the start of the stream and just forgetting it. But I wanted to hang out with you all, even though I was tired. I just wanted to see my friends. So, hey, this was really fun. We hope you liked it too. Seems like we just begun when suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay. 'Cause we'll see you very soon, I know. And Klaus as well. Yes, we'll see you very soon, I know. I got Klaus hair all over me today. I'm so itchy. I've been like, my little beard as well. Bye, friends. I'll see you soon. See you on Monday. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Bye-bye, my friends. I love you.